You go in pieces.
You go, girl.
I come in pieces. You
Give
go in pieces.
Phoenix is giving us the finger again.
Whatever.
Here, let me have him do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What, Pinhead's doing it?
Penis head?
Do you suppose
Pinhead?
Pinhead feels inadequate about himself? He's a little unsure of himself.
He looks like he's made from 3 different toys. Like, his legs are plastic, and his top part's like has fabric on it, and it's torn open, and his arms are just like monkey arms. And he's got a head that looks like a toy, like someone tore a dick off a toy and put a face on it.
But look at those hands, though, man. You know he's a powerhouse when he jerks off. Look at him.
He ripped that shit right off. I wouldn't masturbate if I was that guy.
He's good.
Yep.
Is he a pin dick too? You think?
Oh, absolutely. He's using his 2 fingers on it.
All right, let's play a theme song here and start our first show. Frank's not gonna make it. Fuck it. It's not official. I'm just assuming. We did Simpsons last time, so let's just do standard or Dark Territory.
Oh, there you go.
Another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, Dark Territory.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW Twilight Zone review, episode 226. Today, unfortunately, we're talking about the first episode of the 2002 version of Twilight Zone 101 Evergreen. I'm Phoenix West.
I am the Edgelord Zone.
I'm Evergreen Dick and Currency, yo.
You'll understand that reference in the next episode.
Yes,
But
you
yeah.
will.
Evergreen, the first episode. They thought this was the episode to launch their series with. This was it. This is we fucking nailed it.
Really? I didn't know that when I was watching this. I didn't realize that.
Did you figure it out in the first 30 fucking seconds of the show what was going to happen at the end?
You figure it out if you're paying attention. You figure it out at the 2-minute mark. I noted it because okay, let's set up as much as we can before we just spoil the ending because
it's gonna be real hard to do this.
It's literally just Amber Tamlin in the back seat, Mrs. David Cross. She's in the back seat of the car.
Okay.
And, Frank's here.
Oh my God! Look who made it. He's alive.
Headset on. She's in the back seat. They arrive at a new neighborhood called Evergreen, and some security guards check their IDs.
Just down the street from Maple Street, I might add. Did you pick up on that reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Piece or 2?
Hi.
Your camera's gonna keep turning around this room until it's just Pink Floyd right there.
My hands sweat just like
in carbonite.
His hands sweat just like 2 balloons.
Those damn sweaty balloons, you know.
Nice frames.
Yeah. But they arrive there, they check their IDs, they go there, and then it's her being a cunt. She has a line where she goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And she goes, I have a sunflower on my ass. If you're interested.
Okay, so did she say I have a sunflower on my ass or in my ass?
On my ass. I watched it twice just to make sure. I'm like,
I heard in.
I wrote in, and I went, no, I must have got that wrong.
Well, that makes it even hotter.
Can you hear that?
What was that?
Yeah, we were talking ahead of time, though.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
What's I?
Well, yeah, I figured it was on, but I liked in better.
It is in.
Left turn.
Restart that clip. She says in.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
On. She says on.
A sunflower on my ass if you're interested. I have a sunflower on my ass.
It sounds like in.
Keep it coming. I thought it was in, and I was like, "That's fucking."
Sunflower on my ass.
That's X-rated for this show.
Damn.
She's
I
like
have a sunflower on my ass.
she's like 15.
Yeah.
Well, so okay.
21
Plus they have,
19 or something.
Was
Yeah.
Joan of Arcadia on before or after this show?
After.
Hold on a second.
Was it after?
I have Whitaker's intro. If
We haven't got
Oh
there yet.
God.
what's that?
We haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to show Whitaker's intro. Can we watch Whitaker's intro? I got it queued just to that segment because I want to say something about it.
Pretty much does this. Ah, I'm
No,
for it.
dude, it's like creepy
jogging.
voyeur Forrest Whitaker. Fuck it. I'm just gonna put.
He was jogging and then stopped and did the hit.
No, that was the next episode.
He wasn't in the next episode, was he?
Yeah, he's in it.
Was he?
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
hold
He's
on.
in the back of the police car.
Yeah, he wow. They arrive at the house. Amber Tam was a cunt to everyone. She has like Hot Topic hair, and she's wearing this stupid fucking like Halloween shirt.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Yeah.
I
She has tattoo.
used to buy my Jenkos from Hot Topic.
How the fuck does she have a neck tattoo at 15? You can't get that.
Hell no.
Arm-
You got to at least be
Arm,
like,
neck, and back.
yeah,
And her ass.
You got
And
to
her
know
ass.
some people to be able to pull that shit off.
She's got 5 tats.
15. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
She's
I didn't get my
a-
first tattoo till I was like 17 at least.
She got out of that car. She's like, "Where can I get some cock?"
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, she
Like,
does,
looks
yeah.
around, she's like, "There's the nerds," and then she's like, "Ooh, this guy."
all right.
Where's the freak? I found the nerds. Where's the
I wanted to
freak?
see her like horny teenage predator vision, where it's just like a throbbing cock. That's all she sees.
Whoa,
Oh no, that's what she said. No, she says, I found the geeks. Now where are the freaks? That's what she says. Fucking
Dude,
great writing.
That's exactly how I lived my high school career.
And Paul Feige was like, "Freaks."
I was like, "You gotta fuck every freak."
It was
possible."
his,
You know what I was thinking of,
And-
guys, was Jamie from Face Off. The first
Yeah,
time I played
yeah,
Jamie
yeah.
from-
Stupid.
It's supposed to be me.
you dress like a ghoul, or you dress up for Halloween. Ghouls are gonna try to get into your pants.
Fatherly advice from John fucking Travolta.
Do you remember that 30
Fantastic.
seconds of her life where she thought her dad was gonna rape her, but instead
Yeah.
he had her a cigarette? She's
Papa's
like,
got a brand new bag.
Papa's got a brand new bag. How?
Anyway, not face off. I just got face off to death. But
Okay.
okay, they get there. She has a younger daughter, or younger sister rather. She might as well have a younger daughter, but her younger sister
I
seems
know.
like a
Shit.
square.
More like a mom than her mom.
First, I
What?
thought it was a girlfriend the way they were holding hands.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was very incestuous, very kind of hot. I was like,
I'm
ooh,
like, what's
this might
going
go
on with
somewhere
this
interesting.
family?
I didn't get that vibe.
They were holding hands. They were
Yeah,
definitely
they
holding
were,
hands.
yeah, they're very close. They're very
Oh,
close.
sisters.
I hate.
Oh, there's a whole new channel coming out this weekend dedicated to that. Now.
Damn right.
Like, I hate my sister. I would never hold her fucking hand.
But then they look over to the neighbors, and the neighbors are sitting there while they're planting a tree in their yard and crying. And it's literally 2 minute mark. 2 minute mark.
Boom.
They go down.
That's it. Yeah.
They're planting trees for kids that don't learn to behave. Like they're
Or
making.
no,
No.
I really did. I said, oh, that's what's going to happen. They turn them into trees.
That's what
No, they turn them into fertilizer.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I was like. Oh,
Yeah.
that's where it's going. Oh,
Foreshadowing.
But the problem is, you're 2 minutes in, and you know the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah,
You just sit there and watch the rest.
it's like I don't care. Like I know it's going to happen.
What did she ended up there because she was fucking the teacher's aide in
Yeah.
high school. So the parents are like, we need to uproot our entire family, move out to the middle of nowhere, and
Spend all of our money.
one more strike, and this bitch is fertilizer for a tree in our front yard. Like,
Could have done that for
the-
free.
It doesn't help the fact that everything is told from the point of view of the children. So I was left with more questions
I was
by the
just
time I had so many questions. Like
Well, they don't
I was
even-
interested in this world, though. I was
They don't
interested.
even attempt to even start breaking her down. It's like within a day she's dead.
Yes.
Like one day she's
her own
dead.
parents roofie her and
Yeah.
and steal all of
I
her tattoos
know.
and piercings.
what the
Yeah.
fuck,
Oh,
and
let's do
how?
Oh yeah, let's do this. All right, so this is the creepiest, literally the creepiest Forrest Whitaker anything I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just imagine running.
What the fuck?
Oh.
He's peeping. He's a peeping fucking Tom.
Nice green screen.
And he
It's so bad.
and this is right after he had a stroke.
Look at the hard edges. Like you can tell.
It
some
looks so
fucking-
bad. It
I have
looks
green
so
screen.
bad.
Pause it.
So funny.
Okay. Let's take a pause.
You gonna put some background in the back?
First of all, the fuck is with these subtitles? Second, it's clear.
What are you watching, Adam?
How expensive is Forrest Whitaker in his time?
He was busy at this moment.
Not in 2002.
He was doing Phenomenon right now.
Well,
That was years before.
I at least appreciate the fact
that
that I hate to say this, but Jordan Peele at least put a suit on.
Shut up.
This
The
is
fuck
6
is he
years after
wearing?
Phenomenon.
This is Battlefield Earth Forrest Whitaker.
at least-
Arrow.
At least Jordan Peele put a suit on.
He put a suit on. Thank you. Yeah.
You're absolutely fucking right.
He at least
100%.
attempted to give a shit, you know.
Yeah, but-
He looks like he's working at Jiffy Lube and it's his lunch break.
Ah!
Forrest Whitaker's on his way to pick up a loaf of bread, container of milk, and a stick of butter. He ain't ready to
You
host
know
a
if
Twilight.
If you move underneath this jacket right here, there's a name tag that says Forrest.
But okay,
And a tire on this side.
there's so many problems with this scene, Phoenix. Because first of all, he don't look like he belongs in the neighborhood. I'm not trying to stereotype, but Jesus Christ, okay. Second of all, he's peeping right after the white teenage girl says, "I got a daisy on my ass," you know.
Sunflower in my ass.
It's
He's
sunflower on my ass, in my ass, whatever. You know, he's creeping. He's creeping.
The way he looks at the camera, rewind. The way he looks at the camera there, it sounds like he's about to go in. He's about to do that. In or on?
Oh shit! You're gonna give away all the episode.
No.
I have a sunflower in my
Turn
ass.
around.
Interesting.
His little turnaround right there is just amazing. I want him to go in her ass. It should be called Ever White, by the way.
He's right behind a bush that he's
In?
got it in his hand. He does.
This bitch
Yeah.
got a sunflower in her ass. All right.
Check out this bitch. She got a sunflower on her ass.
He's also winded too, so he probably walked about 5
That's
feet
what I
before the
mean.
scene.
It was like he was jogging and then had to stop and do
Now
this.
he was walking from the craft service table to the blue screen to do the
It's
shot.
so awkward. It's so awkwardly edited. I'm like, is he just trying to look like a creeper or what?
Hey, 4 years.
This
there he is.
This bitch has to be like 13. She's so
Four years later, that man that you're making fun of working at the Jiffy Lube, he's an Oscar winner
Yes.
in 4
He's a
years.
good actor. I don't just.
What movie?
He looks like a creeper in this show.
Oh yeah,
Over
no,
his
absolutely.
shoulder, Frank, we're talking about before. Over his shoulder, does he not look like this? Over Adam's shoulder? Move your head to the right, Adam. Doesn't he look like Pinhead? The new Forrest Whitaker doll.
In
Like
Is that a Forrest Whitaker doll?
no,
my introduction to the show was when you had us watch Grady Finch. So I didn't realize that he actually had walk-ons in the
God.
show because he was a voiceover in that one.
Yeah.
So I think he would be better off if he just stayed a voiceover because his
The
walk-ons are
80s
so awkward.
The 80s did it right. They had a couple guys that did voiceover, and that's it.
Yeah.
That you don't see them, you never see them, and it's just this. But the 80s
Also,
so far have sucked.
the
The
movie.
80s ones weren't the 80s ones just like a couple minutes longer too. These fuckers are like barely 22 minutes, if that. And a
You
lot of
walk on
commercials.
a
get their-
hogs up too much time.
Yeah.
I was not disappointed in that.
There's too many questions that just don't get answered, man. And I think a lot of that's just the fact that there's just not enough
Horrible
time
rating.
to tell
Horrible.
any story here at all.
No, Rod was able to do it in 23 minutes. It's fine. It's just
You
the
can tell a
writing.
story in any amount of time. We witnessed that by the great episode last week, Lost and Found. It doesn't take long to tell a great story.
You had to bring that up, didn't you? It's like talking about Vietnam. We shouldn't talk about it.
Well, I
It's a
got some
terrible
bad news
example.
because we're doing a night gallery in a couple weeks, and then a couple weeks after that,
Oh,
or 2 weeks
God.
after that, we're doing 2 night galleries that are about a minute and a half.
Oh God, a minute. Oh yeah, because don't night gallery episodes like have like 3 parts.
Yes. So sometimes they were like 2 minutes shy, so they had someone write up literally a 2 or 1 minute story. So we're getting 2 of those in a few weeks here. So it's just real quick. We're out of night gallery, so I'm almost glad we're getting those.
I know. I got a soft spot for Night Gallery.
I only ever saw one. And
I don't hate them,
and it
but
was
I have
the earworm, the earweaver one. And it
I
was-
hate 70s gothic horror, and I hate Victorian furniture.
So you do, so you hate Dark Shadows.
Yes, Dark Shadow is the fucking worst. Adam and I talked about this a couple days
He
ago.
doesn't have a big collection of Hammer horror movies either, does he, Dick?
No.
I wouldn't think so. Well, after watching that Hammer Hour, I would agree with Phoenix.
You're not a big fan of Peter Cushing
I don't
and
have a
Christopher
clue.
Lee?
I don't have a clue what any of you just said.
Well, you made shows, you know.
Well, Peter Cushing's in Top Secret. You'd know that one, Frank.
I missed one, you shit dick.
Peter
Because-
Cushing was
because my guess is late.
Governor Tarkin in Star Wars.
They brought him back from the dead. Remember?
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
they
most
put- they
awkward
put him in,
CG since
Rogue One,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
Oh my god. No, awkward.
The most awkward CG since
What?
this episode
Since
of
Forrest
Forrest
Whitaker,
Whitaker.
I just watched season 2 of Mandalorian, and they had Luke Skywalker show up at the end. And I was like, oh god, this is bad.
I've had no reason to watch season 2 of The Mandalorian because everybody, and I mean everybody, has spoiled so much the fuck of that show. I don't need to watch it. I know everything.
It's not even a spoiler. It's
That shit was spoiled within seconds, dude. Like nobody fucking bothered. I was like, God, you have to watch this shit like marathon the whole fucking thing when it comes out, right?
Excuse me, this is not the Mandalorian Bash Hour. This
Fuck the
is
Mandalorian.
Twilight Zone, Loitering Wonderland.
He's right. Okay, so her mom, she's carrying the CDs out of the car. The girl, Amber Tamlin's character,
Which cracked me up.
and her mom goes, "Break time, drink break, or something like that." And I'm like, how is that a break if she's still carrying this shit?
They haven't even loaded the fucking car yet, and they're already bringing the fucking lemonade out to the driveway.
And we got 20 minutes to tell
Right.
this fucking story.
Yeah.
How far away did they move? There's no way all those CDs stayed in that rack on the drive over.
So your parents are Jim and Martha Jones. Gotcha.
Well, she's got her Mighty Mighty Boss Tone CD. She's got her what other
Corn.
corn.
You know Corn's in there. Yeah.
Definitely corn.
Don't you talk bad about corn.
Corn. They're probably going to have some Godsmack in there somewhere,
Corn
and
sucks.
Linkin Park.
alive.
Linkin
Don't
Park.
remember.
Don't Lincoln Park and corn. Don't say anything wrong.
Linkin Park and fucking Deftones. You know, there's at least 2 or 3 Deftones CDs in there.
Frank, careful.
And she's definitely got a
I
Pearl
love
Jam.
Lincoln Park. I love Deftones. and I love corn.
Deftones are fucking terrible. Fuck the Deftones.
Yes, I'm
The Mighty Deftones.
I like the two bands I've seen the most in my life are Deftones and corn.
Oh my god, I want to remake all the Deftones songs and put horns behind them.
Do, 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 do,
That's
do.
funny. The only thing that will make that band more listenable to, more palatable, is obnoxious horns.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a
We're
Deftones
just
song
fucking
right now.
Whiny voice. He sounds like
Look, dude, Digital Bath is one of like the greatest songs ever made.
Give me a
hated that.
Deftone, Frank. Give me a Deftone song right now, just off the top of your head. What's the Deftone song? But sing it for a minute.
I can't sing like you know.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm trying to put some horns over it and see if
You
it makes
put
a
a
difference.
horn section in anything.
yeah. Did it work?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Change into a Fly is great. All right. White Pony was really good. Their new, like their later stuff was good. Like Adrenaline was great. Around the Fur kind of sucked, but I mean,
So she meets a guy. She meets a guy, and she gets drugged, and then she wakes up, and her tattoos are gone. She has little tattoo scars.
Everything. I mean, not even like they're fucking washed away. Like
Yeah.
the greatest.
You
They
can't
have the
remove
greatest
a tat-
technology. Yeah.
it's like a
Doesn't
little
it
bit of
take a
red.
while to remove those things? You
Oh
can't
my
just take them
God.
off in one sitting, right?
No,
'Cause
they have the
Don't
the
you
greatest
like-
technology.
for a week.
don't
No.
you basically tattoo the color of your skin over it? Basically, can't
I
you-
have 4
no.
of them.
No, they can take them off, but it's like the worst human process.
like-
it hurt. It's like really
I've
bad.
heard it's
Yeah.
one or the other, right?
Yeah.
You either tattoo
Yeah.
over it or you remove it, and removing it is like 10 times more pain, more
Most
money.
people get a cover up because it's easy.
All
And
my-
there's a lot of clever fucking ways to just cover them
Oh,
up
yeah.
with something else. Yeah.
All my death head tattoos I had to get removed. They hurt, man. That was not fun.
You damn tattoos. All your SS logos.
These are
on
jumps,
your ass.
people. These are ju-
Well,
in my
right on
ass.
top of the sunflower.
Now
Well,
it's
my ass.
Jeff
when I
Tone.
when I first met Missy, I put her name on my arm, but I put Michelle. 'Cause I couldn't remember her fucking name. She got mad about that. That's why her name is Missy.
Somehow you've been married for 17 years or something like that.
14, yeah.
20.
Well, I've
Well,
been
you've known it for 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And for 2 weeks, I couldn't remember her name.
That's okay. I don't remember any of your names.
I'm really not making that up.
I know.
That's
You
the thing.
said
I believe
said
it.
a
I
lot.
believe it.
Like I literally said, "Oh, Michelle," I was fucking her.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What's that? Is that Dr. Pepper and honey booze, honey
No,
whiskey?
this is Kirkland brand whiskey.
Jesus Christ!
You bought that at Costco.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why it's Kirkland brand.
Kirkland.
Yes, the Costco brand. Yeah.
Are you wearing Kirkland jeans with your Kirkland whiskey?
Excuse
No, I'm
me,
wearing-
are those Kirkland jeans you're wearing?
It's just a T-shirt. I'm Winnie the Pooh in it.
I'm wearing nothing. Nothing.
He's probably the only guy in Phoenix that still has a pair of Bugle Boy jeans in his closet.
I got bad
Boy
boy jeans. Bad boy jeans.
right next to his Jenkos.
I got them at my hot topic.
No.
right next to his Mighty Mighty Boss Stones poster.
You can't put Jenkos and Bugle Boy jeans in the same category. So
Frank, have you ever had the knock on wood? Have you? Have you?
who has not?
It makes me wonder if I could.
That's the
Never.
impression that I get.
I mean,
Ever. Knock on wood.
Wood
But I've known someone who's tried.
wood.
And then that song from Clueless.
It was
Nice.
from Clueless.
Nice hat, Adam. I like that.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's wearing a hat again. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the
What,
only
what do you
one.
mean again? You're the only one that's never worn one.
It's
I
late in the
know.
day. I didn't
I
feel like
know.
fixing my hair for you fuckers.
I don't fix mine. Mine looks like a toupee. We talked about this.
I am addicted to
Worst
Under Armour. I am addicted to Under Armour hats now, though. I mean, good God, are they comfortable?
Do you get them for free because of your
Holy
show?
shit, what has happened to this show?
Oh, right. Amber Tamlin.
Oh yeah, the
Okay,
2001.
she's gotta go- she has-
Podcast Jack in progress.
She's got to go to a sack race. So she
Oh,
goes to
okay.
the sack race.
Potatoes.
There's a line.
Yep.
There's a line early on that I love where the guy goes, "We got rid of all the drugs and gangster rap and movies."
Yeah.
I love that fucking line. It's great. It's like we outside they have a graphic violent movies and gangster rap, and I'm like, yeah, all that shit's gone now. So we live in that world.
Yeah, Scarface and Biggie's out there.
They took away Dr. Seuss today. He's gone.
Oh god.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you mean?
I mean, what the fuck?
What do you
They,
mean?
Dude, fucking Dr. Seuss is the goddamn worst. Fuck that guy. I just read his book last night, One Fish, Two Fish, to her. I'm like, this is nonsense. Fuck this guy.
Red fish, blue fish. I mean, what's
Then
what's
it turns
wrong
into
with
like, have you ever parked on a bark that ever sarked? I've sarked on a bark that parked, but I haven't parked on a sark that didn't bark. Like, fuck you, Dr. Seuss. You lazy
yeah, but that
I
backwards.
will not
If you
eat
say
green
that,
eggs and
but-
ham.
Dude,
if you
Will
say
not
that
eat
backwards, you open up a vortex to hell.
Yeah, and yeah,
That's
exactly.
the whole premise to that movie.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Breath
I
can.
snarked on but you've snarked on a park that parked, and I haven't. So
It's
I
just
don't-
one big Lovecraftian nightmare. Yeah.
It's a
Really
fucking
is.
it's this rhymes.
How
I'll draw
about-
something that is a
How
snark.
about Shel Silverstein? Huh?
Hmm.
I don't
Speaking
know
of
anything
that,
about it,
speaking of H.P. Lovecraft mythos, I
can
watched
so episode.
the new Hellboy movie,
Oh,
the one that everybody hates. I didn't hate it. I really didn't hate it. I was like, I think everybody hated it, and like I heard everything bad about it. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was fine.
I just-
I saw it in a theater.
I don't like
it was
Hellboy.
not fun. It was just not
Well,
fun.
let's pause right here.
Yeah.
Dick listed a movie that's recent that he didn't hate. Can
I
anybody
know.
a recent movie that everyone hated that you didn't? I'll go next. I didn't
Okay.
hate Birds of Prey.
Okay.
The last 40 minutes are garbage, but other than that, I didn't hate it.
What-
I
what-
didn't hate Bloodshot.
Me
Now
either.
that's amazing to me that you did not hate Bloodshot.
I like.
I didn't hate it. I
I'll go a
liked it.
step
Yeah, it's
further.
fun.
I like
yeah.
Bloodshot.
Oh my god, you guys
I
are
bought
sick.
it. I bought it.
Oh,
like
fuck, I
Bloodshot.
can't.
Yeah, I bought it. Yep.
He's out.
I didn't hate Bloodshot. Yep. A lot of people hated it. I wasn't one of them.
Consume Bloodshot, man.
I did watch Wonder Woman 1984, and everyone's right. Anyway,
Now, that one,
Frank,
yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Yes,
anything recently that you enjoyed that people seem to hate?
apparently Devil's Rejects.
You hated Devil's Rejects?
Lee.
No, I didn't hate it, and everybody else does.
No, everyone likes Devil's Rejects.
No,
That's-
I'm the only guy here that doesn't like it.
No,
Just
but
don't
no,
like
Phoenix fucking hates it as well.
No, I
Mr.
don't.
Zombie. Yeah.
I like Devil's Reject.
But that's a movie that was 15 years ago, Frank. We need to
Yeah,
get a little
no,
bit more current.
Has to be
Yeah,
recent.
but,
Yeah.
but I don't go to the fucking theater, and I
Who goes to the theater?
You
watch
do
them
rent
at home.
movies, right? You rent them from the
We
rent
don't have
box?
to. They passed.
no,
Nobody's been to the theater since last year, Frank. We don't have theaters anymore.
I don't know. I don't watch new movies. I don't.
Did you watch The Little Things.
No.
It sucked.
I've been watching the Silence of the Lambs movies.
Yeah.
I watched the 2 Chucky movies I never watched, which are like The Seed and Bride. I never watched those. And they're
Yes.
fucking terrible. And I watched Red Dragon yesterday because I remember talking about Brett Ratner a lot. And
What'd you think of it?
I saw it in the theater, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think we saw it in the theater.
I don't know, but I
can't
saw it
remember.
first time I saw it since then, and I went, "It's okay."
Yeah, it's fine.
I like Manhunter.
Yeah,
Michael Mann.
I would agree. I think Manhunter's better.
Oh, speaking of Michael Mann, they go to the sack race thing, and they tell them that Arcadia is the place where they send the kids that don't rehabilitate.
It's like a military school.
So we got that looming presence of Arcadia. She finally meets that guy face to face. The guy named Logan.
Yeah.
And he has like fucking hookers and weed in the woods.
He's got weed, CDs, or MP3s. I'm sorry, MP3s.
That's why I wish this was longer, because I wish there was a scene where he dug it up and he was just throwing it around and going, "Can you see? And it be a world of pure imagination."
Do you like cherry
joints
poppin'?
and weed?
Do you like cherry
liquor?
poppin' daddies? I got the MP3.
Mislabeled needles.
You like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
You like
You know what I don't know about MP3s and Napster is every
Fucking
single song
Hanson.
is apparently written by the Beatles.
Bop,
You
Yeah.
download it, it's like the
Bop,
Beatles.
bop.
Boom, chaka,
Well,
wow, wow. Like that's Kid Rock. What? No.
No, they were like really. You couldn't find Beatles stuff on YouTube even recently. Like recently, you can find it, but they're hard to find. That music is protected on
You
high.
like some Limp Biscuit? You like a little biscuit?
Silver Biscuit, my man.
The
Well,
first
Apple fuck
the
around.
first Limp Bizkit album was actually good.
My way of the highway, my
What does he
way
say-
of the highway.
What did he say, Adam? When he's dressed up as the cop, the British cop?
Poppycock,
Poppycock.
poppycock.
Oh yeah.
God.
Okay.
What dreams are made of.
All right.
Oh my God.
You gotta watch
comes
that.
up when we need to move on.
Oh yes. We're talking about Fanatic,
Oh,
that
check
movie
it.
with John Travolta.
Can't recommend that one enough. It's fucking
It's funny.
wonderful.
It's funny. It's worth
wonderful.
watching.
It's wonderful.
When he gets stabbed in the eye, it's hilarious.
So Logan doesn't show up that night for their date of weed and hookers, and then she sneaks out, and then her sister finds her, and she scolds her sister for reading the Evergreen bylaws. And then,
Yeah.
which it seems like
It was
the
kind
whole-
of funny to me. Yeah.
the whole plant thing would be a part of that, and I was waiting for that to come up, where she revealed, like at the end of the
It's a cookbook.
look, that sort of thing. It's a fertilization company. Yeah, something, but no, it never came up again.
No.
And then she gets caught, or Logan. She finds out Logan gets caught. She sees him, and it's like a Goosebumps episode. This episode.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They get taken
This
into
is
an
an
ambulance.
R.L.
tonight.
Stein 90s
Yeah.
story.
It
Like, this
totally
is what
is.
this is. Yeah.
It's the edgy zone, dude.
Yeah.
Frank,
Edgy
please tell me
Twilight zone.
you got the most Canadian line I've ever heard, which is her sister's like, "No, that's not true. Why would they lie about that?" I was like, yeah, Canada.
Get back in the hoose, okay?
Well, Toronto gives a hell of a tax break to people who make movies.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Dark also has the same thing going on.
Yeah,
It's
all the time. Yeah. Yep.
all of them.
You know, like Toronto's Canada's Hollywood, apparently.
But and then she gets caught. She's watching the meeting, and they're talking about what they're going to do, and they're doing a little storm of the century rock vote thing with the red or
That confused me. I didn't
Wow.
understand what was going on with the marbles at first.
You saying Storm of the Century, that brings up a lot of memories.
storm of the century. They all pick a
Yeah.
stone, and it's either black or white.
Yeah.
And then the white rock has to give up their kid to this demon.
Born in sin, come on in.
That
The
must be why they
demon
did it
being-
then. Yeah.
The demon being the surgeon from Face Off, Colm
Yes.
Fieri. or whatever.
Colm
Colm
Yeah,
Fiore?
good character actor, just shows up in anything.
But they're throwing a rock in a bucket and voting that way, and they're deciding if Logan's going to get the axe or not. And then turns out he does because they're planting a tree the next day. The sister turns her in.
A tree that's 7 fucking feet tall.
There's a farm somewhere.
It's not a sapling or anything.
No. The sister turns her in. They put her in like a paddy wagon, and it closes, and it says
Arcadia
Fertilization Company.
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of a giveaway if you're trying to tell these
Yeah.
kids they're going to go to Arcadia school.
Yeah.
Kind
when
of
it
Well,
comes to
what
burning,
now that I think about it, what I want now that what I really want to see in this episode at the end is like her face and like her body pressed against a tree, like they trap her in a tree. She's going, oh, like she's in the tree.
frozen in carbonite thing.
Yeah,
she,
pretty
she
much the
literally
carbonite
is a
thing.
tree. She's like fucking,
I feel
giving
like
tree. She's
I
giving
feel like
tree.
that's a horror anthology plot somewhere where somebody turns into a tree or turns into some kind of inanimate vegetable. Oh, The Guardian. That's what that movie's about. The bad guy's a tree. That's what it was.
I was so bored at the end when they put in the paddy wagon, and
I couldn't care
I,
less.
I was over here working on this board, just like fucking around, and I kept hearing pounding, and I'm like, are they beating the shit out of her? And I turn around, I'm like, oh no, this is her pounding on the inside.
Is David Cross beating the shit out of her?
Damn.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Back off, Mom.
And that's the end of the episode.
Oh,
Then we get Forrest Whitaker doing his outro.
Well, I like the part where she's smoking the cigarette though, and the sister comes out of her hoose, and she goes, "Where did you get those cigarettes?" I wanted her to say they're in my ass. With my
They're right next to the sunflower.
sunflower. Like, oh, that'd be perfect, but
Turns out the
no.
sunflower plants are tobacco plants.
And it was a pack of red apples. Nobody got that joke.
Tarantino, I get it.
The Wednesday
Tarantino.
finally taken back control of their family, but it cost them one teenage daughter. The deal brokered only in the Twilight Zone.
See that line sucks.
His lines do suck. And here's my problem with this episode is any one of these ideas could have made a pretty decent... Like, there was a lot of really good ideas that just weren't given any time to develop at all. Like, I was interested. There's so much ridiculous shit going on in here that I want to know more. I want to know more about Arcadia, like, right away. I want to know more about this crazy fucking association that has files on people and has its own police squad. That shit's fucking cool to me. I'd like to see a whole TV show based on that premise.
Well, not only a police squad, but a fucking
a
death
paddy wagon,
squad.
like fucking has its own fucking death stormtroopers. And the thing that's funny about that is I live in an association and I know how ridiculous shit can be. You pay money to people to have them tell you what to do and give you tickets if you don't do what they tell you to do. It's a fucked up scenario, and somebody always goes too far with it too.
How many unruly kids have you turned into trees over there?
I mean, there's a lot of trees across the street, Dick. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of green trees, and this episode's so ridiculous. I almost loved it, but it's not long enough. I didn't think I would ever say that about a Twilight Zone, but I like some of these ideas, but they just didn't flesh any of them out.
It's so rushed that you don't ever get a chance to absorb anything. It's just on to the next thing.
In this show,
they're mercifully short.
This show wears its like target market on its sleeve so bad. It's like, this is the Twilight Zone for the edgelord generation, for the hot topic crowd.
It's got corn opening the song.
It's like I'm watching a series of videos when I watch this series. They're like all made like music videos. It's like stop trying to pander to people.
Yes.
That's even worse in the next one we're going to talk about. I'll save all that for then. But
holy shit.
I liked this episode for what it was, but I disliked it for what it wasn't. Like, it left me wanting more, and it didn't give me enough. So
I wanted more lesbian sister.
Hold on, guys. Let Adam finish because he's doing the wrap up, and I agree. Let's I'll go ahead and
agreeing too.
I'll give it a score now. This is a 7 out of 10. I did not hate this episode. I enjoyed it enough to be interested. I was asking more, but I was left with more questions than I did answers at the end. I was interested in this world. I would have liked to maybe seen this as a 2-parter, just so they could have built it up more. But there's not enough explanation. Everything is rushed at you so fast that it's none of it has a chance to land or leave any kind of impact at all. And like Phoenix said, you're bored when she's beating on the end because it's so rushed. It's like she's just thrown in there. None of it's built up enough. It's like we had to save time for the ridiculous fucking Forrest Whitaker intro there, where it looks like he's creeped around a bush and masturbating as he stares at the 2 daughters in the driveway. I mean,
I pause you right there.
Go ahead.
Because Frank and I have done many early Twilight Zone episodes, and this is not far away from how Rod would do it sometimes. Monster's doing... No, sorry. We're Martian, please stand up. He's just creeping in the bushes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's just yeah.
So he's kind of really taking after Rod here.
There's like a
His intro.
Yeah, like in the one scene, like literally a shrub is up to here on him.
Yeah.
And then there's another like branch hitting him in the head.
Okay.
Do you think Forrest like rewatched all the Twilight Zones on home video? And
He was probably a fan. I mean,
He
he's
probably
fine
said-
as an announcer. It's just I wish he would just like attempt to give more of a shit. If they would just frame it better.
And
you know?
Forrest, in his contract, it's I gotta have a bush to stand behind, just like Rod.
Not behind, just in front of.
Just in front of him. I don't care what it is.
There, though. I'm allergic to bushes. Can you green screen me in for no reason?
How would you green screen me for the whole fucking show and I do one day's work?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But yeah, I liked the kid. I liked what they were trying to set up. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's almost perfect, but it's not enough. I think 7 is being more than generous for this Edgelord Zone episode.
Okay. I would say Rod's intro to the Invaders is him standing in front of her kitchen window and watching her.
That's definitely voyeurism.
Yes. Remember that, Frank?
Yeah.
Just like, look at this bitch.
Was he smoking?
Some weird shit's going on in there. He's
I'm
drawing,
gonna-
Episode though.
he's drawing like the killer in the movie Hush on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Drawing threads.
I'm gonna have another cigarette in between what's going on in there.
Don't call cops.
It almost feels like cliff notes of what could be a decent episode of a TV show. Honestly, it's highlights. It's like a gag reel or a demo of something that they're trying to make. You know.
I have. Let's do Frank next. I have an honest question. Did you watch this episode, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay. You got some clips, so I wasn't sure because you haven't said a word about it, like specifically.
Well, I didn't know what to pull from it because it was just like
Pull them all.
No,
you blink and it's over. Yeah.
Trust me, Dick. I used to, and then I was like, 90% of what I record, I don't ever get to. So
that's fine.
I want intro, outro, and then any funny lines.
Which there wasn't.
Lines, not funny scenes.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes I would record something that was like important throughout.
Can I make a request though to hear the sunflower ass line one more time?
Yeah.
Because I'll never watch this again.
When you do,
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
okay, Phoenix, when you do your dirty Twilight Zone for this, I want you to say that clip where she says the dirty ass, and then hard cut to Forrest Whitaker with his eye turning real fast, like he did in that scene. You know,
it would just be I have a burp in my ass,
and him just going.
It only cost them one thing. The thing in her ass.
It should be I have a sunflower in my beep. So you don't know where.
It only cost them one thing. One daughter.
One cunt daughter. Oh, sorry.
So Frank, out of 10, what do you give this episode?
I mean, it could have been so much better. It was was a really like I don't know. I like cult stories and all that because I don't like cults, so I like stories about them. Whatever, I mean, and
cold stories.
Cult.
It's kind of a cult, but not really a cult.
Yeah. Well, this is 100% a cult. They're killing people. So
no, that's just taking care of business.
It's a commune / association / communism.
A conformity. It's a conformity. You conform.
Yeah.
Conform. Are you obsolete?
That's the other thing. An episode like Obsolete sets up so much stuff in so many layers between the few characters that are there, and this is like
that's a guy who's
everybody's
a
a
writer.
stereotype. Yeah,
this was written by Jill E. Blotevogel, who also wrote. Let me hold on. She did another episode,
Joan of Arcadia,
and it is Night Route. Okay, never mind. Our next episode is written by someone who we watched an episode of or something like that. So I'll bring it up next time.
But they're good ideas. If you would have fleshed them out, you could have done something. Yeah.
Yeah. Out of 10, though, Frank, what do you give this?
I give it a 5.
Okay.
I could have gave it a 7. That's all I'm gonna say. I could have gave it a 7 if they would have fleshed that out a bit more, but they didn't. So I'm giving it a 5. Good potential. Didn't hate it, but I got to give it what it was. And there was this was pea soup with no peas.
That's a great analogy, dude.
All right, Dick.
I don't know what
that's I mean, probably a 6. 6.7. 6, almost a 7. It's not terrible, but again, it kind of took me back to that era where TV was figuring it out. It was like a nice kind of time capsule. So I was like, oh, this is sweet. This is a sweet reminder of before cable television took off and all the edgy shit that we have now is just the norm.
When Korn was still a thing.
When Korn was still around and Jonathan Davis was working his ass off on 3 different albums this year.
They just released an album last year.
Well, no, this was 2002, so he had Queen of the Damn soundtrack, the other album. He had an album about Highway,
Lost Highway,
and then he had the Twilight Zone theme that he did. So, which he did in an afternoon
at both ends,
because he obviously did the fucking Twilight Zone theme in an afternoon.
His wall cover was pretty good. I liked it. Another Broken Wall Part 3. I liked it.
So I'll go last. No,
great.
Korn is 4 songs stretched out over 15 albums. And
it's 4 chords stretched out over a career.
I don't hate Korn.
That's really not true. But
I hate the Deftones. I don't hate Korn. I just find them a little repetitive after a couple songs. I'm like, I don't want to hear them.
Well, when you have 2 guitars that are 7-string guitars that are tuned way down to be,
not ask for this.
It's just.
Oh, I have a tattoo of Jonathan Davis in my ass.
Thank you, Dick.
That's how you end it.
I mean, he made bagpipes almost cool. Almost.
No, that guy that plays the AC/DC song with the bagpipes
Long Way
fire, that guy made it cool. He made bagpipes cool.
This reminded me of the movie Disturbing Behavior, only way worse. And
I wish Shia LaBeouf died in that one.
It also kind of reminded me of like a 70s horror movie with like the super sad ending, but they just didn't do the synth score. And it kind of it was like a sting at the end.
Wow.
Like a cork on a bee stinger. It doesn't really hit you the way you expect it to or want it to. So I did give it a 6. I don't think it's that bad. It's a decent story that was done really shittily.
Yeah.
It was a censored song from 2002 that you bought at Walmart. And it's like, oh, this could have been cool, but you pulled all your punches and you censored it out for no reason, and none of it worked. You don't see her getting nothing after she gets locked in the paddy wagon. You don't see anything.
She doesn't seem like a bad girl, really, either. Like I never got anything from her. It's like she's a bad. It's just everything's all told like from third party. Like, well, you did this, and you did that. I'm thinking, no, I'm not buying it. No.
See, she should have been more like the guy from Christine.
Like, if she was actually mean to her sister, things would make a little bit more sense. But
no, that's Carrie. Christine Gordy. She should have been more Gordy-esque and be like, "Fuck you, mom," or whatever it was.
You cunt.
You cunt.
Like just spitting gum on the driveway just seems so paltry compared to shoving somebody or lighting a joint up or
Two of her rebellious acts that we see are spitting her gum and spitting her ice back into the glass.
Whoa. So edgy, bro.
Carrying her mighty Boston CDs to her room.
She's got some pink hair and a "do not hire me" thing right here. She gives a shit.
Pink and blue.
She was strutting her stuff like she was Sharon Stone.
She's going to go to her room and listen to some Linkin Park.
Let's face it, David Cross, your wife is no fucking Sharon Stone.
Your mom was totally fucking my dad, and that's why my mom left.
What?
Scream.
Okay.
Scream.
Skeet Ulrich. Sorry.
Jansen said eggplant.
Oh, that means a big dildo, right?
Oh, real quick before we head out, I said any thoughts on the 2002 remake of Twilight Zone? They Live, We Sleep at Lens_Darkly. I liked a few, but it being on UPN hurt. Plus, they stopped adapting short stories, except the remakes, of course. And we had a little conversation about
UPN. Holy shit!
You could tell too. Something else I noticed, like there's a part where they start playing the theme song like in the middle of the show. It's probably because they ran about 40 minutes of commercials and people forgot what the fuck they were watching, so they were probably passed out from all the weed they smoked. And oh, it's back on, bro, it's back on. Wake up, man.
This was an hour presentation.
No,
they're half-hour shows.
Okay.
It's a half-hour show with probably about 39 minutes of commercials, Frank.
Oh,
Yeah.
UPN was pretty notorious for padding, though.
Yeah,
So, yeah, maybe they stretched it to 45. Who
they
knows?
probably did. They probably stretched it out
Maybe.
to an hour.
Don at Raymond Z Mania said mediocre reboot. That's not Canadian. That's just the word reboot. No better or worse than the Jordan Peele version. Evergreen is one of the best episodes. My favorite was Sensuous Cindy, which ends with the host Forrest Whitaker voyeuristically watching Cindy make out with someone while holding a deadpan look. Hilarious.
Can't wait to see
And I
that
said,
one.
holy shit, I can't wait to watch that episode now.
Yeah.
And I shared our poster for that episode, which is, I'll show on the camera right now. Because I made posters for all these. So there's, Frank and I are, we're pretty hot. Yeah.
Frank looks like Russell Crowe.
Yeah, you clean up nice there, Frank.
No, but like Russell Crowe in his down years, like the lately Russell Crowe.
The sheep
Regular
farmer
Dapper
Russell Crowe.
Dave there.
After smoking 5 cartons of cigarettes and singing odd-footed grunt songs all
Right,
night,
sterling
Russell
it.
Crowe.
Okay. Yeah, this episode, I will say so far, I prefer the 2002 version over the 85 version, based on what we watched.
So far, yeah.
I don't know if I can make that assumption yet.
What have we watched? from
I've
85
seen
that was
I've
good?
seen more Twilight Zone 85s on my own time because of Sci-Fi Channel, and I can tell you without a doubt, we're in for awful times ahead.
85.
I've
Just-
never seen the sci-fi channel play an 85 TZ.
So what they need to do is take the 85 intro and put on the 2002 episodes, and you might have something.
Ignore that. I'm saying focus on the episodes we've watched on this show. So far, 85. What have we watched of it so far? Just the Lost and Found, right?
Yeah,
Or-
but by that
Stockwell-
measure, I'm enjoying the 2002 ones better.
the Dean Stockwell one was fucking awful.
The
So-
Lost and Found episode, yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna go off the ones we watched. So if I ever ask you guys this again in the future, we're comparing the 3 shows we're doing now, which is 85, 2002, and Nut Gallery. We're comparing those as we go along, and so far 2002 is light years ahead of 85.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely take the 2002 shit over the Jordan Peele stuff.
Yeah. And Frank, did you end up watching that anything last week, or just the Lost and Found?
Just Lost and Found.
Please catch up.
Yeah, I have to watch. I have to watch 2 episodes that I missed a review to do, but it happens.
They're on YouTube. Listen to them.
I know. I was supposed to have time to do it because guests were supposed to show up.
No, you're right. Last week I forgot we did it on Thursday, and you do your other show then. So I completely forgot about that. And yeah, not a big deal.
Give him a break, man. He had tickets to a Mighty Mighty Boss Tones concert. You can't fucking turn that shit down.
Well, that's the impression I get. But
No, dude, and you can only go to one in a bus. You gotta take a bus.
And you never knock on wood.
no, to get a ticket, have you ever had to suck on wood? Because that show is sold out, and you got to do desperate things to get into that show.
COVID, never knock on wood.
I mean, I've let people blow me for tickets. Sure,
You DiCaprio'd it.
nice. Yeah.
Just huff a paper bag full of paint thinner.
That's pretty good. It looks like Pinhead's coming up behind you. That's
Yeah,
that's well
just like
done.
Forrest Whitaker over at Adam.
just like the real Puppet Master movie.
Just like Forrest Whitaker in this episode.
Oh!
Hold on, they got to move like.
He's got them,
Okay.
rosy palms, man.
This
All right,
segment of the show brought to you by Charles Band.
So far, 2002 is winning. I will say that we haven't done any Night Gallery, so it's not really a fair race yet. But yes, next week we are doing. I'm going to say this on both shows, just so you guys know. Next week we are doing a Redux episode of a Stop at Willoughby, because that came in second on our Twitter poll from 6 months ago, wherever that was.
Oh shit.
So we're going to do that.
Is that 85 or 2002?
59.
Yeah,
Original. OG.
Oh, we're doing the,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, 60.
Willoughby. Next stop, Willoughby.
Next week is Stop at Willoughby and the 2002 version, or 2002 episode, Developing, with Robin. What's that girl from the Craft?
Robin Tooney.
Robin Tooney.
Robin Tinney. Yeah. So we're gonna do that episode, whatever the fuck
She's
that
hot.
is.
Is she which one's she?
Main girl,
Robin
one
Tunney-
was wearing a wig through the whole episode, the whole movie.
Well, she's wearing a wig because
Because she was in that fucking Tower or Empire
Empire
Records movie. Yeah.
No, that's
Great
Frusa. That's Frusa Bulk.
No, it was Robin
No.
Tunney that shaved her head.
Frusa Bulk. Shaved
Bruce
her
Robin
Bulk was
Tunney
one with the
was in-
nose.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
she-
sorry. I'm
she
sorry.
did
You're right.
shave her head.
Frusa
Yeah.
Bulk is the other one. Robin Tooney is the one that shaved her head. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Rosa Balk had to show up in The Water Boy.
Yeah, that's right. And Bad Lieutenant with Nick Cage.
If there's a movie I can name that I loved so much as a teenager that I fucking despise now, it's going to be The Water Boy.
I've never seen it. I've never watched it all the way through ever.
It was a preview of things to come from Adam Sandler.
I thought it was hilarious, and I watched it again as a grown up, and I go, "Oh, this is sad. It's so sad.
It did not hold up.
It's depressing." It's
See,
like
that's
this
why I
poor
think you
film.
should watch MacGruber again. I think you'll feel differently about it.
I watched MacGruber recently. MacGruber didn't come out when I was a teenager, though. Anyway,
Never seen it.
any parting words of wisdom from this episode? Anything you guys learned, perhaps?
Nice start. Develop the shit better. You know, maybe
We're doing developing.
maybe
so.
it's just like I said, a little short for its own good. It feels like there's a lot of good ideas that just don't gel together at all.
They're just not gelling like a felon.
It could have been
Jelly.
way worse for the first
Yeah.
episode.
Yep.
So, and this is our second episode of this show. So,
But this isn't the episode to hook you in either. When you told me that, I'm like, oh really? Wow.
Well, the next episode ain't one either.
the next episode will be a different discussion. And
Yes, a big different discussion.
Dick will break out his KKK books, and
Yeah.
we'll meet you up in the next episode. For me, LIWstudios.com, Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Every Tuesday we do Twilight Zone reviews, and every Wednesday we do a random anthology series throughout history, and then we also do a John Carpenter movie. Frank?
Oh yeah. RedDragonsRadio.com and DNDSportsCarPodcast.com and Way Off Topic Radio. Check it out. Basically, we're just RedDragonsRadio.com. Everything's there.
RaiseTheLostFlix.com, where we review bad movies and science fiction and horror, and we'll be doing the bad movie watch and review. Dick Dickett will be on there with me pretty soon. He'll be part of the cast. Join us there. RaiseTheLostFlix.com.
I don't know.
Dick. Oh, okay.
I'm done. You're good.
Can you pitch this show at least? Something.
Lord in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone anthology series, every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, maybe John Carpenter.
How about this? Go listen to our old Lord in Wonderland movie review episodes of the Puppet Master movies.
Yeah, well, you can do that too. Yeah, with my really bad microphone. That's really sounds terrible.
It was.
Why did you get a different one since then?
Oh yeah, and I have a really nice.
I
I
was
have a
waiting
better
for
one now.
somebody to say something.
This
That was a
microphone's
layup.
perfect.
Frank went for it.
This microphone's perfect. It's good
We
enough.
did. Hold on. Let me look at when we did that. Holy shit, dude.
That's gonna be 2014, I think.
All right. Yeah. Good guess. We
Yeah.
started Puppet Master.
Of all the things to review, fucking Puppet Master.
We were
Oh,
going to tackle a series, and then that's as far as we got. But
I was dating somebody
Someone.
at that period. And I remember going to the gym with her, watching Puppet Master on my phone.
Did you
and I
even
haven't
do?
had sense.
Did you guys do Retro Puppet Master with Nicotero?
We didn't get that
Yeah.
far.
Holy fuck!
No, we did it.
Well, you did. I couldn't do it after like 4 or 5 hours
I
out.
watched that movie with riff tracks and I was still falling asleep. It was
Oh,
so fucking
there's
bad.
So
Wow.
our first show was April 22nd, 2014 for Puppet
Wow.
Master. We ended Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. You're still there. You did Retro as well.
Okay.
Demonic Toys was September 7th, 2014. So it's like
Wow.
5 months of that.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, we didn't. We took our time with that because we didn't want to burn ourselves out. Fuck those movies.
Those movies are awful. I'd never watch them again. Ever.
So bad.
Ever.
The first one's bad. I don't know how they got so many of them. I'm like, even the first one's bad.
Well, and they're all different. Like
Fuck.
they're like the Men in Black movies. Every single one's a reboot of the mythology.
Yeah.
Every time.
Single one.
The only thing I like about the first one is the fact that William Hickey is in it. All All right, that's it. He's in
Yeah,
it.
and he dies in like the first 10 minutes.
I've never felt more of a dork than when I'm explaining to my girlfriend, Dick and I watch these movies, and here's the series canon. First one, he gets shot. The creator kills himself in a Hollywood hotel in the 40s. The second one, he was back at like I'm just explaining the differences in the mythology, and I'm like, I feel so ashamed of myself. I'm so
Paul
sorry.
Lamont really needed drug money. That's all I can say. Wow.
Because the first puppet master, he's a good guy. The second puppet master, he's a bad guy. The third puppet master, he's a good guy. The fourth puppet master, he's not even in it. Like too long.
The second or third one, he's like literally Dark Man, and he has like bandages over his head.
Yeah, it's the second one. Yeah,
and
I'm going to make you my bride.
So in the first one, he dies in the 40s. Second one, he's alive in current day 80, and he's sitting in a random like shack building with a bunch of teenagers.
And one of them looks like his old ex-wife, and that's why he wants to resurrect her or make her a doll so he could fuck her.
Well, let's not discuss this. This is for a different show that we've already done.
Sorry. They all got turned into trees at the end of the show.
They're evergreen now. All right, guys. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Rick Links.
I'm Adam Wilcox.
Dick Ticket.
So long, citizens. So long, Amber Tamlin. David Cross. Invite me over sometime. You saw my David Cross bobblehead. I won't bring it back.
Forrest Whitaker. Who gives me Forrest Whitaker eye just talking about him?
You got Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh my God, guys. It's about a forest in this episode, right? And his name is Forrest.
Oh my God. I didn't make a connection till now.
Whoa. Mind blown, bro.
You got Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh, shit.
You can't see through one.
2002 Twilight Zone is literally all the stoners got together and said, you know what would make a good Twilight Zone? And some producer just said, fuck it, we're doing all of these. All the stuff that you guys just said, we're making all of them into shows. And action.
You think so, but our next episode will tackle something a little more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Yeah, that
I'm
one's...
going to end on, it was, yeah.
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 Whoa. Yeah, it felt like somebody's short film that they made in film school and they turned into a Twilight Zone episode. It gets to that feeling.
So the Currents at Owl Creek Bridge.
Well, no, it feels like it's a thesis script, and it's like somebody in film school wrote it, and then the only thing they could do with it was make it a 20-minute episode of Twilight Zone. No,
it wasn't even that. It was originally going to debut on the Lifetime network. They rejected it, so UPN picked it up and threw it in the Twilight Zone. They edited the fuck out of it and threw it into the Twilight Zone.
Damn.
Thank you.
But that guy that was in it was in Dread.
I want to take a piss.
2012 Dread.
I love that 2012 Dread.
That's the guy.
Fucking fun.
Remember the guy that goes, "Oh, you in trouble now, bitch." That's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh shit!" And that's why he looked familiar. I was like, "Who is this guy?" I know. I'll save it for later.
We could talk about Dread because that's not really.
Dread's way better. My local theater just put out an ad. Galaxy Theater. They said you could give them $99, and they will let you rent a theater for one movie.
That's desperate.
Well, that's all they got right now.
I mean, I know a lot of the fucking AMC theaters have been renting them out to for PowerPoint presentations.
Well, they've been doing that. They did that before. That's something they do off. Yeah, but now it's like, what else are you going to do? You have no choice. So you can give them a Blu-ray or a DVD, and they'll project it on their screen for you.
When I worked at GameStop, we always had to do all of our fucking manager meetings at the greasiest fucking pizza place in fucking town.
Yeah.
It was one of those places, and they're always, we got pizza for lunch, guys. I'm like, don't eat the pizza. It'll give you the Hershey squirts. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. It's bad.
You guys didn't have Round Table over there? That's right.
Grease, pizza.
No. I'm going to say you don't have a Round Table over there.
No, yeah, this was that they did it because the rooms had like the fucking PowerPoints and everything was all built into it and shit. But their food was so bad. Oh my god, I hated it. One of my friends used to bring a sack lunch to those meetings because he didn't want to eat the pizza.
Not even a salad bar.
Salad bar? What fucking salad bar?
Wow,
that's too fancy for us folk.
Shit. Salad bars are gone now forever.
The video game developers would fly us out to Vegas every year, but our own managers will take us to dirty pizza.
Oh my god!
God.
I was playing the episode. Sorry, so make sure it worked.
I thought that's what that was.
All right.
Got Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Pretty piece. Thanks disguise. He's got Forrest Whitaker eye.
He was Saw Gerrera in that movie about the Death Star and the cooties.
And the tentacle guy.
The tentacle guy. He won an Oscar playing.
You keep doing like B-52s. He won an Oscar.
When he showed up, when Forrest Whitaker showed up in Rogue One, I was thinking, does he think he's still in Battlefield Earth? Like somebody just like, all right, this is a reshoot for Battlefield Earth.
And that's not the first. That's not the last time you see him in Star Wars too. He shows up in Rebels and Clone Wars and all that.
He's like,
I was conquering galaxies.
I want to be from a galaxy far, far away, but I also smoke 6 packs of menthols per day. I have a trick out of me.
You are here to kill me.
And the fucked up thing is that's probably one of the better Disney Star Wars movies.
Oh sure,
yeah, it's my favorite.
Everyone loves that one.
It's the best one they made.
Rogue
not
One.
good,
Most
but
people hated it.
Best one.
No, a lot of people love Rogue One.
I love the look of it, but the story's fucking garbage.
Oh yeah. It's the.
Well, it's just that's just the
Ben Mendelsohn saves it for me. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I love the look of it. I really do.
Yeah.
But
that guy's never worked again either. That director has never worked again.
And that's unfortunate because he made some good shit. That movie Monsters that he made is fucking wonderful. I love that movie. Yeah. Not cool. But that's what they do, man. They take these independent filmmakers that hit a hit and fucking throw all the money at them in the world, give them everything, and then they have one fuck up and then they're done.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Josh Trank.
Well, he's done something since then. He did Capone.
He drank himself off the set, though.
Yeah, he did.
I heard about Capone. Yeah, I heard about Capone.
And also Josh Trank, we forget his father is a producer, so he's not going anywhere.
Okay,
he's just not gonna. He's just not gonna work in the studio system.
He's another Max Landis then.
Yep,
gotcha.
He absolutely is. Well, I think Max Landis wrote Chronicle. Josh Trank directed Chronicle. How do you think that was? They're kids of people in the business. Nepotism.
Can you imagine what slumber parties were like with those fuckers when you were younger? Just how miserable those people would be in the same room. Yeah.
I went on dates when I lived in Hollywood, and it was just I showed up, and it was just like 15 Russian dudes doing coke. It happened so much to me, Dick. I never told you about it, but
well, where'd you go? You just went to these parties, or you just went to the?
I would because back then I didn't know anyone in Hollywood, so you would do the online dating thing. So it was like one of the sites, and I would find women, and I go on dates with them, and then it would end up being just they take me out to their friend's house. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine, and I'd show up, and it was just coke parties.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what do we? And I'm like, holy shit, this is stupid. I have no interest. And
so
like,
you guys gonna watch Big Lebowski or what?
No, oh my god, I'm like, this is out of my. That's why I'm like, fuck LA. I don't like it.
No, it's a shit show.
It's a shit show. And then
now it's even worse.
Year and a half there with I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with any of these people.
Yeah. Now they're all dead.
For a while, I was mad I left, and now I'm very glad I left.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't been. I'm not going. I'm never going back there.
The only time I get jealous is when I realize that why am I blanking on his name? The MST3K host now.
Oh, the new guy?
Yeah, why can't I think of his name? I know his name.
I can't think of his name.
But he worked at the ArcLight when we were there.
Oh, okay.
You remember him?
No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, he worked at the ArcLight. And I'm like, that guy's hosting my favorite show now.
Shit go crazy. All I did was walk away for a second.
I worked at the ArcLight, and I didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's not true. I got a lot of good stories out of the ArcLight, and I had some good friends. I was glad I worked at the ArcLight. It was fun.
This is the first time it's ever happened. I posted that episode already, so it's a podcast
Wow.
on iTunes. You can go download the last one we just did right now.
We did it.
Because Frank took so long to piss out his cummy Mountain Dew. We just had so much time.
Cummy Dew.
Did you shit? Did you take a big dump?
Nah, Max had to go out.
Oh, Frank, you are so delayed. Is he delayed for anyone else or just me?
No, he's delayed.
No, he
our
looks.
thing to the feed.
He looks like a terrorist video from like
Yeah.
93.
We're gonna cut his head off in a minute.
Somebody's
Can
gonna
you
get their head cut
turn
off.
off your cam for 1 second and turn it back on.
You got Forrest Whitaker vision.
Hit that stop cam button at the bottom and turn it back on.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Anytime now.
Shut up.
This is why we can't do a show without Frank. Shit. And if
Well,
he's not here, I have no one to give it to, so I turn to this shit. I yell at a puppet or a toy.
Well, I will say this: what was nice about working at the ArcLight was they had the big premiere of the last Bourne movie, Bourne Legacy. So every theater was taken. It was because it was a big premiere, because it was a big movie.
That's
so
like
I
the
saw
last Bourne movie, by the way.
Well, whatever. The one with whatever. But I got to see Tony Scott and Ridley Scott. That was cool. I got to see Tony. I saw Tony before he died, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Off a bridge.
Before he jumped off a bridge because he went fucking insane because of pills.
Jonah Ray, by the way, is his name.
Jonah Ray.
Who has pills? What?
It's kind of funny because I remember talking to him.
I'll probably do that.
And come on, Boomer Frank. Jansen's in the chat, but he's not in the fucking show anymore. Come on, Jansen.
Yeah, I know. He's got enough freaking.
Jansen,
free
next
time.
break you have from work, join us. I'm waiting for Dick to ask Frank a NASCAR question.
Put that money where your mouth is. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find a good time. Maybe I'll bring up that because this next Twilight episode is a good collaborate the NASCAR guy who said there was a noose in his garage.
Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson, yeah.
Don't you curse at me.
NASCAR.
Especially during this episde.
Yeah.
NASCAR.
Hold on. Let me fix my
I love these
audio.
moments too much.
Audio hard.
We literally say the N word on IC.
I was trying to work on a Niki Lauda impression for Frank.
You just talk British.
No, he's German, but whatever.
Oh shit, he was.
When I die, I want to be high. Just don't bury me with my currency.
Did you? I was gonna say, did you write the lyrics? Because they're not really hard to
I
remember.
want to be high. Just
Bury me along with my currency. When I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury
Oh
me.
my God!
We're with Jansen.
Holy shit! Blast from the past.
You got your currency, Jansen.
Oh shit! I just got awkward.
What
Your mic is not on.
is going on, muscles?
Hold on a second.
Look at them hammies on that arm.
Check.
You're good now.
Good now?
Welcome,
All right.
Jansen. Oh, sorry. We're live now. Let's be professional.
Fuck
I have a Twilight Zone shirt now, Jansen.
Let me see it. Wait, I can't see it. Hold on.
Jansen,
Hold it up
I
again.
have a mug.
You going deeper into the rabbit hole, huh? Cute.
What?
That's nice.
What?
He wasn't
girlfriend
here
buy
for
you that?
your.
We went to Twilight Zone Putt Golf.
I did. I
There's
saw
a whole
that.
episode about that.
I saw the pictures.
We don't need to talk about it ever again.
Yeah,
pic-
never.
Great,
I
dude.
want to bore you guys. I'm sorry.
The pictures were great. Yeah, and then he's holding the tiny penis, and Adam's like, "That's all you do in the desert."
Sounds
like,
about right.
I didn't know that.
All our desert tiny penises are
Yeah.
glorious.
Well, that's all you do in the desert. His whole tiny penis.
Yeah, that's why me and Jansen, when we hang out, just hold
I
tiny
was like-
penises.
I was like, "That's the strangest sentence I've ever read in my life."
Jansen, did you watch today's episode?
There's nothing else to do.
Did I watch today's episode?
Yeah.
Who?
All right. So, You knew that was coming, right?
Listen, I just wanted to jump in for a few minutes of nostalgia. I'm sure the listeners
Brings
missed
him
me.
in
You know
just
what I mean?
to kick him out.
I do. I missed you.
I know. I
I
miss
was
you too.
forced to boot you from the show because I had no other alternative when it came to you telling me you're leaving. I'm like, I gotta do some sort of bit with it.
I know. It's okay. I appreciate your creativity with that.
How's the job going, man?
It's good, man. It's good. I mean, it's keeping me busy, but it's more the same shit, different day. Just different hours is the real bummer part. So since I'm on the different hours, I got to give up stuff like this. So if you guys were gonna do it on like a Sunday night or a Monday night, I'd be all in. But
new and the new
Monday
hat.
night. Hold on, Monday night. Adam,
Monday's possible.
Monday night.
Monday's possible.
Frank, Mondays.
Monday.
You might have 5 of us in
Dick.
the same show, though.
Dick, Mondays.
We could do it.
I got nothing else to do.
Listen, here's what I'll tell you. I
opinion.
probably it's probably a for me at least it's a not a sure thing every Monday. You know what I mean? So like I could guess
Your
spot.
idea.
Fuck you.
I know, but listen. Okay, so I have
If you
2
want to
days
do it
off.
every 15th Monday, I'm totally on board.
I
I'm
got-
100%
fuck
committed every
you.
15th Monday, guys.
I got 2
Every
days
third
off.
Monday after leap
I
year.
got 2 days off. I got to spend one of those days with my wife, which is Sunday. And then I got to get shit done on Mondays.
That's
so,
the Lord's Day, sir, not your wife's day.
Yeah, like you're busy and like. Oh wait, it's
Listen,
like 5 or 6.
Phoenix.
o'clock
If you
tonight.
if you get married, you understand why that's your wife's day. All right.
He is married. He's living with her.
By what?
What?
Well, in that case, I've been married several times.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
There ain't nothing different, really.
Oh shit! If that's all there is, then throw me in there too.
That's all there is. Phoenix is a polygamist at this point.
I'm telling.
You're not supposed to let him spend the night.
My mom was here for a week. Am I
Says
married?
who?
You just kick him out
What's wrong
after
with
after it's done.
Is she gone?
Yeah.
She's gone now, but I was married to her for a full week.
Well, no.
She's gone.
It takes a month.
It's
After a
called I'm kind of tired. Can I say goodbye after breakfast?
Good shit. Good shit. Well, I don't want to take up you guys' time. I know you got shit to talk about, but I just want to stop by and
Archie.
say hi.
Archie.
Let me know. Oh yeah, Archie, come here.
Archie's gone.
Come here, buddy.
Hold on. Can you
we
can I
do-
see my guitar? Can I see my guitar?
I was gonna say I want to see the guitar that
The dog's way
dedicated.
cuter,
Archie's
dude.
more important.
Oh,
I got a brand new guitar for my birthday there, Jansen.
Yeah, I think
How
I
do I-
jumped
how do
in when
I-
you were talking about guitars earlier, and Phoenix
Just-
promptly shut you up.
click on his picture.
Oh.
Too late now. Yeah, too late
Fuck,
now.
I missed
Now I have
Archie
to look
out.
at his ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
I missed my
Very nice.
guitar.
What brand is it? Let me see the headstock.
It's a Squire. It's nothing special, but it's,
Hey,
No.
nice.
Where was
Hey.
it made? Where was it made?
let's see, Indonesia.
Singapore.
It's a very nice Squire though.
New York City.
Jansen, does the serial number start with ICS?
I like how he asked me for
Yeah,
that
you're
guitar.
making me do
and I
shit.
gave it, and
Well,
I
I'm
gave
just-
it to him.
I can value the guitar right away.
Serial number is Eden.
What?
Eden.
It was made in Eden.
No, yeah. Does it say ICS and then a number? I can't read that.
It says IC0.
Oh, okay.
I see you.
So it's a.
I like.
it's-
Hold on.
it's a-
I
it's
like
a-
that he asked me
it's
for
a
that guitar.
300 It's a
He asked me
300.
for the guitar. Shut up, Frank. He asked me for the guitar, and I say, "Yeah, have it."
No. Hold on.
Shut up, Jansen. He asked me for the guitar. I said, "Yeah, you built me my computer. Go right ahead, have it." And he's like,
I helped you
"Seriously?"
move, is what it really was.
And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "All right, cool, thanks, man." And he takes it home. And now Frank asks him what it is, and he goes, "Nothing special."
I mean, it's okay. So
Look, it
in
was
the
me-
in the realm of Fender guitars, it is a decent guitar.
It's
It's
true.
not the end all
Look,
be all. You know what I mean?
Well, in the realm of Squire, you know,
If
right.
you had a
It's-
5
it-
tier,
it's like tier 4 out of 5. Like,
I go
yeah.
tier 2.5 out of 3, maybe 3 out of 5.
no, because it's from Indonesia.
And also, the
China.
real reason why I took it is because I couldn't get this guy to get rid of anything, and he wanted to keep everything and take it all to his house. I was like, at least let me take that guitar off your hands. One less thing I got to carry to your place.
Yeah, because that guitar's worth 300.
I was already here
Or no.
a couple months when you asked that. You asked me that when you tied my
What are you
wires
talking-
together.
What are you talking about? I took that guitar when I moved you. I put it
No,
in
you
the trunk
didn't.
of my
That's
car.
a
Yes, I did.
$300 guitar.
100%.
You
Three-
did not.
It's
You
a
think so?
When you tied my wires together, because I had it back here for a while.
No, you didn't. I will bet
I
you money.
did.
You did not.
Are you
I
fucking
put that
kidding me?
guitar in the trunk of my car the day we moved you.
No.
This
Yes.
whole conversation's giving me Forrest Whitaker eye.
Regardless, say it's immaculate and masturbatory.
Sure.
If
It's still
yeah,
a great looking guitar. There's
Oh.
nothing wrong with it. Period.
No, I'll be honest with you. It's an okay guitar.
You're crusting over.
It's made
I
out
love
of
the wood
it-
grain. I
it's
love
got
wood
a-
grain. That's
Yeah,
It
it's
still
got
it still needs to be restrung. I haven't had time to do it, but it's got the original strings on it, which sound like hot garbage.
Didn't I give
But-
you the replacements?
You did. I just haven't had time to do it. I've been doing like house projects nonstop every weekend if I'm not working. So
And not being on the show.
and smoking a bunch of meat. I did pork ribs and pork belly this weekend.
Oh,
You're officially over 30.
Sucking cock, were you?
No, you're
September's
not.
coming up real quick.
Yeah.
I'll be 30 then. I love smoking. No, I did a brisket for Super Bowl Sunday. Oof, man, turned out some good shit. dude.
How was that? Thanks for the invite. How was that?
I did invite you, motherfucker. First of all,
Kinda.
second of all,
You said if I
Fuck
want to
you.
crash, go right ahead.
oh no, there was no crash.
You were
I was
able
like,
to get a
come
hold of
through. I said,
item?
come by. You're welcome here. You're my buddy.
You go, I'm hosting a thing for my dad. If you
Well,
want to
yeah, my dad
great.
was like, "Hey, the boys want to get together." His friends. I was like, "Okay, they can come here since you don't have your own place." So they came here.
Oh snap! He went there.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Let's
No
do a
fun about
UFC
it. I know where you live, Phoenix.
Let's do a UFC night.
What's that?
Let's do a UFC night. We got a big
Oh,
one
like
coming
last
up here.
time where we hooked it up, watched 5 minutes of it, and then it was over.
No, let's actually buy it this time.
Okay.
What was it? A Conor McGregor fight?
Who was it? Who was that fight?
I don't know, but since then I've had a lot more success with that. Holy shit, that was a
right.
rough trial because I didn't have all the shit when I went there. So
Yeah. I remember.
let's not bore these guys anymore, though. Nice to
He
have
didn't
you
even
on.
have like he didn't even have. Hold on, before I go, he didn't even have like the little adapter that connects it up to the TV so we could watch it on the big screen. And I had to get that for him. Like this is the man you're dealing with right now. Just want
No,
you guys to know.
To be fair, I brought that my computer as an afterthought, realizing your app might not fucking work.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
hold on, had your app worked, we'd have been fine.
My app. It was your app.
It's your app on your device with my sign in.
Is
And
my
it worked.
device, and your sign in didn't work.
My app's dad can beat up
Fuck you.
your app's dad.
All right,
All right,
Jason,
I
nice
gotta
to
go.
see you.
It's been a pleasure, fellas. Love you all. I'll see you soon. Text me, message me in the, the chat, and we'll figure out some time to do something together. Later.
I'll just text you personally because
Okay,
there's a big
that's
fight coming
fine.
up. I want to watch that.
But Mondays would work for me too.
You gonna fly to Phoenix? See you, Jansen. All right. See you guys.
Miss that beard.
Anyway.
I always want to.
We're doing our show, and this is part of the podcast, so Jansen can be on. We're 10 minutes in. I'm sorry, guys.
So
let's do this.
Well, where's my dad?
Well, it should be obvious to even the most dim-witted individual who holds an advanced degree in hyperbolic topology that Homer Simpson has stumbled into the third dimension.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Homer, where are you?
Frank, do I really?
Yeah, you just bury me along with my currency. When I die, I want to be high.
Do I really got to describe to you the dimensions of The Simpsons again? We've been over this.
Look, when you said the third dimension, I'm thinking to myself, isn't that time? Like,
no, it's not.
We live in four.
The third is depth.
Okay.
It's a cartoon. Anyway, play whatever the bullshit you want to play.
I just
Adam is so patiently waiting.
No, I'm watching Dick just kind of slowly nod out and come back in.
No, I don't.
Drifting in out of conscience. I'm just waiting and watching.
I don't have the intro. I just have the song. That song. That's it.
Play the song. Sorry.
Everybody pretend to rap along with just
Don't worry, just bury me. Got that. All right, good. Hey, okay, roll it again, roll it again. This might get I can elevate no justice. Said have this people 5, 6, 7, correct. When I die, I want to worry, just bury me. See, when I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me. When I die, I want to be high.
I want some pussy.
When I die,
This episode sucked.
A wise prophet once said, "When I die, I wanteth to be high. Never worrieth, just bury meeth with my currency."
He has lyrics in his pocket.
Welcome to LIW Twilight Zone episode. What the fuck are we on? 227 for Twilight Zone 2002, 127 in my numbering. Another life. I'm King Quest.
I'm friendly.
Adam Wilcox.
Dick.
Dick, you're right. This episode fucking sucks. Let's discuss the shit out of this. I think the intro only works for this episode if you're severely racist. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Is this an attempt to deliver a message? Because if so, what is the message?
That's why I thought this was somebody's student film. That was their student thesis script, and they couldn't make it a movie, so they made it a 20-minute episode of Twilight Zone.
Or somebody just watched, let's see, this is 2002, somebody just watched Training Day and an episode of...
New York Undercover?
I love Training Day.
No, what's the other one? The new NYPD Blue. They watched an episode of NYPD Blue and Training Day and says, fuck it, let's do some rap, and we'll call it a day, wrap it up.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what they watched before they made this.
American History X.
No, well, maybe, but it's a segment from Tales from the Hood.
Yes.
In which the guy is put in a deprivation tank and told, and they kind of
fucking forgot all about that.
Like a Clockwork Orange.
I knew. Yep.
It's the same fucking thing through and through. And I was like, I couldn't get out of my head. I'm like, I know what's gonna happen because I seen that segment. I love that movie,
Bro, I just gotta say, Phoenix, the whole time watching this, I'm like, where the fuck have I seen this before? This is so familiar and
I'm
hard.
glad you pointed out because I was
I'm
thinking
like,
that I'd seen this story before.
Yeah, and then you said it, and I was like, that's it.
I have literally seen that movie 50 times, probably.
Yep, same.
Not even exaggerating. I watched it all the fucking time. You know how HBO used to be back in the day?
Yeah.
I still like that.
Same 7 movies over and over.
Yeah.
Certain things would come on and be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll watch this again. Why not?
And this was David Allen Greer. Like, not this segment, but like
They still play
David Allen
the
Greer. I love the reason I got into the movies because I love David Allen Greer and because I love In Living Color. So I watched the movie,
Color.
and he plays the heavy in that segment. And I was like, I'm fucking in. And let's watch what the fuck the rest of this thing is. And it's like very black, that movie. And I'm still like, what? Like, this is an awesome movie. It's Clarence Williams III.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, because it's a funeral. Like that motherfucker.
Question, Phoenix.
Clarence Williams III is one of the best underrated, like underused guys ever.
John Frankenheimer is obsessed with that guy. He puts him in like 7 movies.
There it is, Adam.
Continue.
There it is.
We went through last episode without one, so I can't complain.
The black guy from the Mod Squad?
You didn't bring up Frankenheimer once.
The coach of the Steelers? Is that what you're talking about, Dick?
Yeah, he does look like that too.
Just like Mike Tomlin.
He does.
Omar Epps and Mike Tomlin are the same fucking person.
It also feels like this movie started off with a message in mind, but about halfway through forgot what the fuck it was or lost that piece of paper that day, rewrote the shit, put a fucking bow on it, and walked the fuck away. Just like the lazy ass rapping that happens.
Yep.
Like he's rapping the song that we just did. He's rapping.
That was Omar Epps? No.
Then about I think it was like maybe 12 minutes in, they rap again, and he's not even lip syncing it well. Like they just got lazy with it.
Well,
I'm like,
no.
oh,
But I agree. I agree, Adam, but also think about it. It's not real. So
Right.
Also,
I suppose that was by design, but it's
He
just,
was wearing the Tupac,
he was.
bandana.
that was by
Right.
design as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was
that's when it started to piss me off too. I'm like, okay,
I
this
don't
is
see
really,
this at all.
this is really getting stupid. It's getting stupider and
What's
stupider.
this?
It's too on the nose for its own good.
Do you see that? I don't.
It's like if he melted his face.
I always hear. I look
No.
like Jim from The Office, and I go, I don't get that at all. But maybe
That's
could
not
be wrong.
Jim. That's not Jim from The Office.
No, I
No.
hear I look like Ryan from The Office, and I'm like,
Oh.
I'm chubbier, and I don't see the relation.
It's
His
not
sense
even
of humor on
fun.
that show is definitely me.
Omar Epps is much closer.
To me,
Just to Phoenix West. Yep, I agree.
we're both
Omar Epps.
surly and black, and yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't disagree.
he's got some facial hair.
Holy
You
shit!
guys are both from Michigan.
All right, here's
Troy.
one that's undeniable.
You're both from D-Town.
That's scary. That's like, yeah. That's pretty spot on.
That's Mike Tomlin and Omar Epps. That is the same fucking person.
Yo, and put some mirror aviators on both of them. You won't know who's who.
And Mike Tomlin's got more money.
So who's the?
Omar Epps,
You
suck.
guys told me that you knew who wrote this one. Can you show us who wrote this? Like, is there a picture of him?
Probably, but Omar Epps is a guy. No, I'm kidding, Adam. This guy.
What was that one movie Omar Epps was in where he was in?
Apparently, I'm wrong on this too. I was looking up several weeks in the future, Adam. So apologize, but I'm combining some from later. This guy that wrote it is a mere man, and he wrote this episode.
He's a mere man.
Amir
Yes. He's merely a
Sonic
man.
said he's a mirror man.
A
mirror, mirror land.
Missionary man.
Wow. No, it's.
Well, only fuck missionary plan.
I'm probably thinking of the next episodes or something that we're doing. Again, I live in the future because I have to plan the shit out, so it's a little hard for me sometimes. I apologize, but
Oh, shut up.
Okay. He's right.
So here's my theory.
Frank's right.
Here's my theory. This was a Lifetime original that was rejected by the Lifetime network, picked up by UP, thrown into a Twilight Zone, and heavily edited down to 22 minutes. And this is what the fuck they gave us.
It was picked up by BET, but they didn't have enough money.
Well, here's an actual question: are you being serious right now, Adam?
Yeah.
It feels like it. It feels like it was a rejected script. It's
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe it was told by the wife's point of view.
It went to Lifetime from BET.
Here's what I think happened. There's a lost 21st episode of Jordan Peele's Twitter Zone, and it found its way back in time to this.
It went back in time.
It found its way back here. And
there's so many stereotype cliches in this that it just makes me go, "Fuck you, show." Just
well, it's the weirdest ones because it's like he's being beaten down in an interrogation office by a white guy, a black woman, and another black cop.
The black woman who happens to be his wife.
Well, he's I mean, okay.
No, let's go in order. Pause. Because it opens up with
he's running.
He's running.
He's jogging. He's jogging.
Wood Harris.
No. He's putting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wood Harris, who is most famously known as Avon Barksdale from The Wire, one of the main characters. He's the main bad guy from The Wire.
Fuck yeah! Great series. Except for season
the drug dealing empire leader in The Wire. But he's running, and you see some cops behind him, and it looks to me. When I was watching this, I'm going to be honest. I just thought he was jogging.
Me too. I'm like, okay, he's jogging. There just happens to be.
That's what I thought it was, and that's why he got excited because he thought it was after him because that's where this episode is taking us. It's taking us into that racial territory.
And that's where I want to pause this. Because I thought he was just running, and the cops were just happening to be behind him, and I immediately assumed wrong person. or wrong something, or he's just jogging because he's just a guy.
Yeah.
They want you. This episode only works if in the opening scene you're thinking that black guy's running from the cops.
That makes it racist. Yeah.
And I go, I was not even thinking that until I realized.
I thought it was he was running by himself.
They drove by him and he goes, whew, and runs into and then they continue because he runs into the house and you're supposed to think he's going to be robbing the house. And he runs into his family and I go, yeah, the guy has a house. I wasn't even thinking that black man's running from the cops and sneaks into a house to rob. I was like, holy shit.
So it's not only assaulting stereotypes, it's also assaulting the audience perception of stereotypes. Yeah, and fuck you, episode.
So immediately off the bat, I'm folding my one of my favorite hats, and I'm going, holy shit. I'm so confused and in the mud of I'm not racist, so how am I going to enjoy this? And I'm like, this episode would almost work better if I had Dick's book collection. This would work better if I was in the middle of a Klan meeting in a Louisiana swamp.
These are all jokes, people.
This would work so much better if I severely hated black people.
Well, okay, fine. Coming from the other side of this argument, I'm going to say
to defend myself.
The cops were right.
Excuse me. No, it's just you kind of it's supposed to be surreal because he's going to have the flashbacks to the interrogation room, and it's like, he's going to be lost in his own world or whatever, or is it one of those episodes?
We understand that now that we're 25 minutes into the episode, which is past the actual episode. We realize that looking back, that's what they're setting up. But
not to mention that the episode's called Another Life. I mean, it fucking gives it away in the title, man.
And come on, let's be honest, that rap lyrics are terrible. Rap was so much better in 2002.
Yeah. They thought they're being so clever that the audience was going to think this interrogation sequence was his other life.
Right, yeah.
But if you have half a non-racist brain, you're going to realize this is the one that we're watching is the other life, quote unquote. So, unlike the last episode where I guessed the ending 2 minutes in, this one I guessed 4 minutes in.
Really?
I was fucking angry and I had to sit there and watch it.
This one is probably the most gratuitous example of talking down to an audience that I've ever seen too, because not only does it spell everything out totally with perfectly clear letters, they have to recap it and tell you what you just watched.
So many characters say the therapist character is there to hold your hand through this fucking racist stereotype of a story.
It's fucking insulting. It's not only insulting to stereotypes, it's insulting to my intelligence.
And he's the cop too. The psychiatrist is the cop.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. He's the cop that does the most damage.
I did repair. Oh yeah, that's right. Because they did kind of like switch from him to the cop.
Well, that was another thing I didn't like about the episodes. Like nobody does that. You know, it isn't the fucking Stasi. This isn't the KVD or the Gestapo. They don't beat somebody to death for a confession.
No.
Like, not like that.
Unless you're on NYPD Blue.
They used to back in the 50s.
Far less.
Well, sure, like in the 50s. Yeah, but this is a modern day.
This is 2002.
With a black woman in the room who's the other cop. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. And then the other guy was a black cop, too. So it's...
You disagree so much, Dick, and this is why I wanted to save more time for this episode, because this has a lot going on while still at the same time having zero going on.
Yeah,
because
it's really true.
You just said so much. I'm so confused on where to begin. Let's just say, the main character. I don't know his name in this. Some fucking Monopoly.
Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens.
You know,
like from Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Marvin Gardens.
Monopoly. You know,
most people want
that pissed me off too. I'm like,
Pennsylvania Avenue. What? I wanted Marvin Gardens. Like,
it's literally a square you land on and put hotels on.
I was
fucking stupid.
I was waiting.
What's your name? Baltic Avenue.
Yeah, I was waiting for the beginning. Sense his name, because he gets home, he jogs into the house, and he's not robbing it because he's black.
He lives there.
But understand, he owns the house. Believe it or not, this man who's black owns property. I'm sorry, guys. He goes into the house. His family's there.
Well, the only reason he has the property is because he's an rapper.
Yes, but he gets on the phone and he's like doing a fucking interview with a guy who's like, I just want to know how do you get your name? He's like, well, most people fight over like Pennsylvania Avenue or
That's so stupid.
Like
most
Red
people
Barn on Railroad, but I really wanted Marvin Gardens, so that's my name.
That's where I get my first hotel, yo.
I always go for the utilities.
Yeah. Well, there's only so many utilities. You don't want to buy that. You want to buy the
Marvin Gardens. Come on.
No.
Next time you play, you're going to buy Marvin Gardens.
Railroads. I got the railroad, waterworks, the electric company, and I'm like, I don't care
what I'm getting at
goes up. It ain't being
what
lit.
I'm getting at. Frank, you're right. Yeah, it's a good strategy to get those. But what I'm getting at is I was waiting for that scene where he's being interrogated by the police, and they're playing fucking Monopoly. And it never fucking happened. So what the fuck was it? Why did they introduce the Monopoly thing?
That's why I'm saying this is somebody's screenplay, because the screenplay opens with him as a kid in the ghetto playing Monopoly. And you're going to see the close up.
Already a better episode. Thank you.
You see the close up of the shoe, but it's not a shoe because they're poor. So it's a little. It's a
needle syringe.
It's a syringe
Crack
going
vial.
down.
It's a
going down.
crack vial. Yeah.
I want Marvin Gardens. They go, Marvin Gardens, that's stupid. No, it's not. I'll show you.
Got
And
a
the
crack
game
vial, and
progresses
a
out.
dead cockroach, and
he
a
wants to
condom.
play Monopoly. It's his uncle who's a cop.
Yeah.
Some sort of semblance
Anything.
of a coherence in a story. We get fucking nothing.
I
he
mean,
goes
I
off-
could have bought Tupac Shakur Boulevard, but I wanted Marvin Gardens,
He's writing lyrics on the McDonald's napkin because they're playing McDonald's Monopoly.
So they're never going to get it.
So I guess if you land on Big Mac Ave, that's like, what is that, Boardwalk?
Oh, by the way, watch the HBO special about the Monopoly fraud that the McDonald's did. It's great.
There's a whole documentary on that, you say?
No, there is. I swear to God, it's fascinating. It's really good.
There's a whole movie called The Founder that stars
Keaton.
Keaton. That's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
All I know is that fucking shit used to work because Missy would
me too.
stop by McDonald's and rip
Yeah.
off those things thinking she was going to win something. It's like,
Do you go a month without eating McDonald's?
I go a long, long time.
I go years without eating McDonald's. You fucking kidding me?
But then when I eat it, I'll eat it like for like 3 weeks straight.
So there you go.
I must be the weirdo here because I hate McDonald's.
McDonald's is fucking terrible. But every once in a while, because the kid every other day gets a chicken nugget Happy Meal.
Yeah.
So I get it home and I'm like, those fucking things suck. And then like
Yeah,
6
they're
weeks in,
terrible.
I'll go, I want 55 nuggets in my fucking now.
And I want some chocolate fucking milk.
God damn it!
Like down one fucking bite a piece. I won't even think about it.
Dude, the McChicken sandwich with no mayonnaise is the shit.
Except the fact you don't have mayonnaise on there, but yeah.
Ew, mayonnaise. No, hot mayonnaise is disgusting.
I'm just a sucker for their regular cheeseburger.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing to. There's
No
nothing
pickle.
to it.
No pickles,
sugar,
though.
extra pickles. That's all I want.
Yeah, and they put a drug in it. It's a chemical. That's why you crave it.
I hate pickles. Ugh.
I hate McDonald's, but I'll 3 months will go by. I'm like, I need 2 cheeseburgers and fries.
Yeah.
And I'll go get it.
And one
my name's
I
Willie
don't-
Scott, and I hate God.
I hate God.
Okay, so
fish fillet once a year, always. I don't know why.
my girlfriend always gets that. I'm like, that's not like that's like the someone's basement salmon, right? I don't know
No,
what that is.
During Lent, you have to have some fish fillet.
Actually, it's probably one of the safest food you could possibly eat in a McDonald's.
Did you know that was their second sandwich? Was the fish fillet? I just found that out on History
Well, it's
Channel.
like they found the dirty koi pond out behind their first McDonald's store, and they're like, let's fucking throw that in a sandwich.
Well, you know why? You know why?
See tilapia, man.
You know why they had the fish fillet sandwich? Because it was Lent, and his second biggest market for McDonald's was some Midwest county that was Catholic, and all they had for Friday was fish because you can't eat meat on Friday for Lent.
Are you
So
sure
they
it's
had
if it's Catholic?
McFish. Yeah.
It's not a Catholic.
Fish.
It's a Christian thing.
Did you know that the tuna in a tuna sub at Subway isn't made out of actual tuna?
Catholics are Christians.
Nope.
Doesn't that make you fucking keep you up at night wondering
Made
what
out
the
of
fuck they
dolphin.
put in there? Like Is it really that expensive to get a can of fucking tuna?
It's made out of teenagers that act out at Evergreen.
Made out of
Estates.
Soylent Green.
It's made out
of Amber Tamblin's Daisy Gas.
You just perfectly summed up what I was saying when I was saying it was a 70s horror, like a 70s sci-fi thing.
People.
It's Soylent Green. It's that sort of shit.
Soylent Green is people.
We're trying to move on, but okay.
It's hard to do that.
He's on the phone with the radio DJ or something like that, and he's like, Marvin Gaye, everyone. I was the only one of that. Anyway, that's why I rap. And my next album's gonna be fucking fire. Here's what I have on it, and I wrote down who he has. You ready for this list?
I'd love to hear it.
I couldn't tell if he said Chuckle Mucky or Chuckle Muck. So I'll say Chuckle Muck, but he goes, I got Chuckle Muck, Lil Jolly, and Kid Bang on that record. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I was like, fucking all three of those guys are awesome.
Who are they?
They're from Philly.
Dude. Look them
You know what? This reminds me of like a Law and Order SVU episode where they're playing a video game, and that's like the focus of the fucking show is a video game, but you can tell it's written by old people that have never touched a fucking video game in their entire life, and they just think you can do all this virtual reality shit through a fucking controller. Yeah, that's what the rappers sound like. They come from that video game.
I just found Lil Jolly Gamer Show on SoundCloud.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's a SoundCloud rapper.
Kid Bang.
Oh, because that's where the best ones come from, Adam.
There's a movie a year before called Kid Bang.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably porno.
It sounds like something you don't want on your.
No, I want to move on.
It's something you get from the dark web.
Is Kid Bang written by the guy that wrote this episode?
Chuckle Muck.
The FBI is going to show up and confiscate your shit.
I don't know what the fuck this is a Chuckle Muck.
It's directed by Brian Singer.
Chuckle Muckle.
Brian Singer and Brett Ratner.
Kid Bang.
Got Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
If I could, let me backtrack a little bit and sum up the episode real quick. He's a rapper in this version of reality, and it cuts back and forth between him being interrogated by the police for killing another cop. That's why they're beating the shit out of him so hard, because they killed one of their own.
Allegedly.
Not even allegedly. He didn't do it. He didn't do it at all. We find out at the end he did not do this. But that did not come into play throughout the episode. The social commentary they're trying to do in this episode by the end, when they realize, oh, we got the guy who really killed the murder, he admitted to it, and they go, all right, bye. And they leave the fucking guy alone dying on the floor who's having a
dead guy in a fucking cop station.
And they go,
that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem for everybody at the cop station. It's called a $50 million lawsuit.
No, not when he's dead. His family might do, but
his family's going to get it. Yeah,
if he has family, but keep in mind he's an orphan.
The city would eat that shit up. Even back then, they would eat that shit up.
Well, that'd be a huge problem.
Fuck.
But he's a guy who's dying on the fucking floor, and then instead of being like, oh fuck, we killed the wrong guy, and focusing on that for the last 5 minutes of the episode, we fucked up. We killed the wrong guy. He admitted to it. Oh shit, we assumed this black guy was the killer. He was the problem. Fuck, we assumed because he's black. You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at?
None of that.
None of that.
No, the guy comes in the door. We got somebody else who did it. Is he alive over there? Oh,
okay, bye.
You guys want some donuts?
Yeah, he walks out and they move the fuck on. They're like,
how about a bear claw?
They're already power washing the floor in that little room, the interrogation room. Like, shh, get that fucking black out of here.
And the cop, the good cop, is his wife in the fantasy world.
Yes, because this is the reality.
Yes.
Another life is.
He's projecting his life in his brain, and that's where he chooses to stay. He chooses to stay in his fictional world in his brain, which is the same episode that Amazon just did. Did you ever watch that the 21 Sheep or whatever it's called? That shitty Amazon show that was sci-fi, Phil K. Dick stuff.
Oh
no, I didn't see that. But No.
Well, Chiatel Ejiofor was in an episode where it's basically the same fucking story, only he chooses the alternate life, and it ends up being.
It's already a.
I'm sorry.
Tales from the Hood clip.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. And ends up being that was the reality. He was giving a choice to admit to the crime he did.
Forgive me, it wasn't Tria Tadjafori, it was Anna Paquin, and she was in a lesbian
How do you confuse a
storyline?
middle-aged black man with Anna Paquin?
Because he's in the episode, but it's about her, I think.
Okay.
I think he's in the episode.
She shows her tits in American Beauty.
Well, she has a nice scissor sister scene in like they have like a PG rated lesbian sex scene.
Yeah,
in
she has a
the
lot of sex
show.
scenes in True Blood.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Forrest Whitaker.
He's got to double check that for us.
I couldn't find it. Man. Sorry.
I know what you're talking about.
That was
find anything.
Oh. My arm hurts. Yeah. My hand hurts.
Literally the fastest twist off in America.
Just like William Sadler and Kinsey. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, fucking you. Okay, sorry.
Did you guys get the very over the top anti-gun message when the kid's like playing with the toy gun and he freaks the fuck out on it? It's like, oh my God.
You know why I didn't get it? Because it was fantasy, and I knew that. And the kid didn't exist, and I knew that, and then none of it mattered at the end because the guy didn't kill the cop. So what the fuck is the gun message at this point? Honestly, what is the gun? What is any message when everything's a fantasy that seems real?
The message is that
didn't exist, that he wouldn't be in the position he was in.
White cops are bad. Yeah. Okay. Is that the message? White cops are bad?
No. Black cops do. She didn't stop it. She just said, "Please don't kill him."
And it was the other black cop too. The other guy was a black cop too.
Cops are bad.
And she just kind of nonchalantly says, "You went too far.
You went too far."
You shouldn't have collapsed his windpipe with that fucking metal pipe."
Yeah. I felt bad for this actor too, man, because he was really trying to give it his all. Like he thought he was something important.
He works a lot though. He's actually
trying.
Has a good career. He has a good career.
The script is dog shit, man.
No, this is the early part of this guy's career, but he's been in a bunch of stuff. He works a lot.
Yeah.
Not to give my hand away and tell you how I rated this, but I rated this solely off his performance, which he was fucking great.
Yeah, he really was. He like
garbage.
No, he's good. Yeah.
I love The Wire, obviously, and he is one of the best parts of The Wire.
And Wire is also something that's brilliantly written, too.
Yes.
You know.
So,
but look what he can do without any writing, which is just a mark of a good actor.
He elevated the dog shit he had to say.
Yeah.
And the dog shit he had to perform. He had the rap in a scene where they didn't want to do rapping. Was that not clear? They did not want to do rapping, but they fucking had to.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, no.
It felt so cheap and ham-fisted too, and I guess that was supposed to be that way. Now that you mention it, you're right. It's because it's a fantasy, but still, if it really was his fantasy, wouldn't it be a little bit more realistic than that? Because I was just like, it's taken me out of the story that it's trying to get me to fall into.
It should be called. I can't think of another title because I want to be clever with it because this episode doesn't deserve it. I just want to say
nothing clever.
Everything half-assed.
Very half-assed. Very spelling the message out for you and beating you over the head with it at the same time, but still not really having much to say. It's a bizarre choice of bad decisions.
And I still like this more than the 85 episodes we watched.
Yeah.
Those 285
still
episodes.
edited
because you have a better actor.
And I'm racist, so I liked watching the black guy get beat.
No. But you still have your.
I laughed and laughed and laughed.
You still have your edgy music video scene too, because like I said, you had to get through the rap songs, which I was kind of digging the song a little bit. At least when he was trying to do it, I'm like, okay, this is an actor playing a rapper. I know that's not easy. You want to sell it. You want to say he was doing a pretty good job. But then, like I said, halfway through, there's obviously another guy that's voice is dubbed in, and it's not even matching. I guess that was supposed to be like that because he's not really there. But still, do you have to spell it out so fucking much to the point where it's like, I get it. Just fucking get there already. He's not really there. This is a dream. He's staying in the dream world. I fucking get it. I figured it out like within minutes.
You know what I realized as well? Obviously, it's the Tales from the Hood story. It's straight out of that fucking episode from that movie.
And that one was done so much better.
So much better. And they saved it till last because it's serious. It's it's drama. And you're
I'm glad you mentioned that because it's been so long since I seen that I fucking forgot about it. But yeah, that's where I saw this.
All the skits and scenes before that are like schlocky, like ha ha ha, we're doing like racist thing, like stories for black people that are made for black people. And then you get to the last one, and it's fucking serious. There's no jokes in that, and it's serious. And the guy's like, I don't give a fuck. And they end up like cutting the reality where he gets killed by my main characters. And it cuts to like reality, and you're like, holy shit! Like that last skit is the last segment is effective. But this one reminded me of, because it's written by a mere man and some other guy. It reminded me of Rocky Balboa, Mason the Line Dixon. His like hit when they show him and he's like at his house and he's shooting hoops. And you're like, oh my god, a 70-year-old Italian man wrote this for a black man who has no idea about the black experience.
Well, his name was Mason the Line Dixon.
And I love that movie.
Mason the Line.
Yes, but you realize it's clearly written by a guy who's not black, who has no fucking idea.
This feels like every gym teacher that ever tried to relate to the kids. So he tried to walk in on day one and act like he can talk down to people, like, "Yo, I can get with the homies." Shut the fuck up,
Here's the reason I brought it up.
I'm down with the Brown.
Yeah, here's the reason I brought it up. I just realized I pulled it up on the side here. The secondary writer Brent V. Friedman.
That's got to be
also wrote The Executions of Brady Finch. That's why I brought it up.
Okay.
I couldn't remember, but now I figured it out.
There's some striking similarities here. Yeah.
Yes.
That guy was definitely a Jew.
The other episode was way better.
It's like, yeah.
No, Jew aside, we're moving on. We accept that, and we move on.
He's a mere man.
Executions of Brady Finch is way fucking better than this.
It has at least a story that works. It's serviceable.
And a story that I was like, oh, I think he did it. Like I was thinking. And when I'm going, this is the fake reality. And the title of the episode tells me this isn't the real reality.
What was the closeout line that Forrest Whitaker had over this episode? Because it felt like it was kind of like
he just summed up everything that happened.
Well, no, it was like kind of stilted. It just didn't sound right.
He said Marvin Gardens, a.k.a. Dwayne, whatever the fuck his last name was. Oh, okay, he's got the clip.
Right here, right now. Forrest, what have you to say?
Justice was just an illusion. I made the fight. So he escaped to an illusion of his own making. Dwayne Grant, living out his dreams in the Twilight Zone.
No.
Do you get it? 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 Fuck.
As considering the fact that we revealed last week that the Twilight Zone 2019 Jordan Peele version, Twitter Zone, is no longer continued. That might not even be official yet. We don't really 100% know. That's speculative at this point.
I did read that.
This is a nice refresher course in 2019 Twilight Zone. This is straight out of that show, even though it was 17 years earlier.
It belongs in that series. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
season one. Season one Jordan Peele Zone. Yeah.
I want to say, and only Frank. Adam, you watched both seasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dick did not.
No.
So pause for a second, Dick. The three of us on the right and me, me over there, are going to talk real quick. How does this compare, social commentary wise? How does this compare with Jordan Peele and his Twitter Zone feed version of the Twilight Zone, which is just story and message wrapped around it?
Yeah, this could be like episode 2 of season 1 of the Jordan Peele Zone, 100%. Yeah, it feels like
this episode feels like they wanted to go a lot further, but they were just too chicken shit to do it. And Jordan Peele was like, "I'm not. I'll go."
Exactly. I agree.
It's such a half-assed attempt at trying to deliver any kind of a message that would have any impact on anybody. I agree with you, Frank.
That's why I said my first thoughts of the episode, my word of choice was half-assed. It's half-assed, which is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Dick, thank you. I appreciate your stoic nature. But I love the fact that I was watching this and going, oh, this is like how do I describe this in a different way? It's a PG-13 horror movie where they want to show the blood and guts. They want to show your murderer killing the people. Instead, they just go, he was killed off screen. So let's move on with our. And you're like, oh. And Jordan Peele at least.
Or we'll do jerky shaky cam so you don't see the bloody scenes.
At least Jordan Peele went, we're killing that guy. He's dead. This is why he's dead. And it might be over preachy. And it definitely fucking is in the Jordan Peele 2019 Twitter zone.
I mean, Jordan Peele didn't only kill him once; he killed him like 8 times.
Well, that's the only thing is at least the Jordan Peele universe, they didn't half-ass the message part of it. This one fucks that up too. You know,
but at least
if anything, they went way too far with
it. They overstayed their welcome with the messages.
Yeah,
they overstayed their welcome. But at least the only thing I felt different between this and Jordan Peele is I didn't feel that finger wagging. Shame on you thing. I didn't feel that.
Shame on you, white person.
I just went, oh, this is a failed execution. But Jordan Peele's, I'm like, oh, you fucked up. And
I was mad. I'm like, fuck you. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this fucking white guilt bullshit.
What are you going to do about it, Whitey?
Apparently nothing.
Storm the Capitol. Oh, sorry.
Was it you?
Where are we?
Dick, wasn't this the one you were saying? This one feels like a student film.
I'm gonna storm the Capitol, and I'll tell them who
are they both
on the vote. No, it's a student film version, and I didn't feel it was too preachy, which was kind of nice because Jordan Peele should have been more like this.
Are you out of your mind? This was preachy as hell. Okay.
No. Compared to this is preachy as hell for Twilight Zone. Once you throw the 2019 Jordan Peele Twitter zone in there, you're like, oh, this isn't preachy at all.
Well, yeah, but there is a 19-year gap.
I agree. 17, but yeah, I completely agree. This is the same ideals of the Jordan Peele thing. It just didn't feel like you're being like the finger wag. There was no finger wag. I was just like,
no, but it does feel like this feels like one of the main reasons why there was only one season of the 2002. This is one of the reasons right here. Like this is a failed attempt at trying to be relatable and deliver a message, and it's so half-assed, it's cringy and it hurts to watch it.
Yeah, as far as they went, it was the T2, Terminator going like this.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh,
I know what he means, actually. Is that weird? I don't know what he means.
Oh, you mean the actual guy in T2 doing that? Okay.
Yeah. Like it was.
I thought you were dogging on T2. I'm like, fuck you.
No.
But you don't have to agree that T2 is kind of like a muted version of the first one. It's better in different aspects, but it's like
one's an action movie, the other one's a horror movie.
It's a more for everyone, so it's kind of like this generic thing.
I've seen it 5 times in the movie theater. I know, great. God damn.
So, yeah,
a Harley cannot do that off a bridge.
Like I always say, it ends up being so generic, it's for nobody.
Yep.
And that is the exact wrong response you want for an anthology series episode. You want some sort of bite. Or if you don't have that, a good fucking story. This had neither, but also both. It had a decent story that could have been told well. This ends up being almost a remake of that 85 Dean Stockwell episode we watched, where it was kind of like, what's going? Okay, why? Okay, who cares? And you're like, this is for nobody.
It's another failed attempt at trying to advertise your show to an audience that was already there, but trying to attract a different audience. You know what I mean? It's like every time Twilight Zone tries to appeal to XY demographic is when the show always fucking falls apart. And for this one, it was like, we're going to reach the youth with this one. The motherfucking youth already know about Twilight Zone. I've never met a single person on this earth in my lifetime that doesn't know what Twilight Zone is or hasn't at least seen an episode of it.
Well, start asking this generation.
You're not introducing shit to anybody, okay? It's there, all right? There's a reason there's a marathon every fucking New Year's Eve, okay?
Yeah. All I know is that when I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me with my currency.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, word is Bon Jovi.
That's a dope track.
It's going to be off the hook, dog.
Right?
Yo.
You are a good rapper.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
So the reveal is that he's playing this song in the studio. His wife is like, you're acting crazy. You're having these flashbacks. He's like, rest this album. And he's singing these lyrics in the studio. And then it cuts to reality where he's getting the shit beat out of him by a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And it ends up being that it was written on a
funny
napkin in his coat.
Which is funny because most rappers from the last couple of years, this is what I want to have happen to them, is just have them get the shit beat out of them till they're dead.
Like Nicki Minaj.
That's one. Yeah. 6ix9ine.
Cisco.
Yep. Well,
I call him Tekashi 6ix99.
Yeah, him.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You write your name that way? I'm going to read it that way.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Little Uzi Vert, Lil Peep.
All the littles.
All the littles. Except for Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne started the whole little thing, but Lil Wayne's good.
Yeah, fuck him too.
I like him.
No, I like Lil Wayne because he always says he never falls in that race bait category. They always try to in interviews. They always try haven't you been mistreated by white people, Lil Wayne? He goes, never. He said, I've never had a problem. I must be lucky. He goes, I've never had a racist thing happen to me, and I like everybody. And they always try to trap Lil Wayne in the interviews. And Lil Wayne says
because
Lil Wayne's good.
Yeah. Because if you want to stereotype the shit out of black people, I mean, he's the number one you want to get to talk about white people hating on you.
Lil Jon, turn down to what?
I was going to say, Lil Wayne, I love your song. Turn down for what?
Turn down to what?
Oh wait, that's Lil Jon. That's another guy.
What? Yeah.
Turn down to what?
And all what I wish they would have done this episode though is have the rapper say, "My name is Calvin. I spit hot fire." Like on what do you call Chappelle?
I spit. You come in here, spit hot fire.
There's five great rappers: Dylan, and Dylan, and that was who he was. He was Dylan.
Yo, remember the guy with the what was the strap where it's just
yeah. I love the
turn that shit down. There's nothing going. It's like there's no.
Oh God.
Anyway,
terrible episode.
What the hell movie was that called? What was
it? Out of 10 and overall thoughts?
It's a 4. It's a fizzle. It's a fizzle, my shizzle.
Fizzle, my nizzle.
It's a fizzle, my nizzle.
So bad. It's too over the top. It's just kind of a gross representation of what's going on, and just I don't know. Their heart's in the right place, but no, sorry. Good acting. I'm glad this guy elevated and he got to do other stuff, and now he has a pretty decent career in film and acting, so he deserves that. So you gotta crawl before you can walk, basically, and he got to crawl in this shit. So 5 football fields.
Job's a job, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking up the director of this, and he was the casting director for JFK and True Romance.
Wow, good casting director.
Those are great movies too.
Yeah.
But he cast Gary Oldman as a black guy.
I know. I mean, Black Rastafarian even. I mean,
what's this? Is White Boy Day? Is a White Boy Day?
He's got gold fucking teeth in that movie.
I know I'm pretty, but I know prettier than a pair of titties.
He might as well be Lil Wayne in that movie, right?
That's true. Yeah,
I
very
need
much.
to get JFK on Blu-ray. That movie's fucking
JFK is my favorite. One of my favorites.
Love it.
All right, so
Mr. Garrison.
Adam, out of 10.
I'm going to say 5 out of 10 because 5 is half of 10. This is a half-assed attempt to try to be edgy, half-assed attempt to deliver a message. fantastic performance, wasted by a bad script. It's just it's a half-ass attempt at it and goes nowhere. It doesn't deliver to anybody. It didn't make me angry, but it did underwhelm me. I'll never watch it ever again. 5 out of 10. Yeah.
All right. Completely agree with that, but Frank?
Yeah, I can't add anything more, or I mean, Adam, that was perfect.
NASCAR.
So 5, Frank?
Fuck you too.
See?
No, 5 out of 10.
How many NASCARs out of NASCAR?
NASCAR, yeah.
Stop cursing at me.
Where's this one rank on the Clydesdale scale?
What this episode? How many Clydesdales would it take to rip this episode's face off? 8. About 8.
I don't know what that means, but
Me neither. I don't know what the scale really means.
So 4.
I completely agree with you, Adam. I gave it a 5 because it didn't piss me off. I guessed it very early on what was going to happen.
I wanted to like it. I did. It just couldn't.
I don't rate my overall performance for the episode out of 10. I don't rate that off how early I guessed the episode, because the last episode I guessed 2 minutes in and I gave it a 6. So this one I guessed more than 2 minutes in, because you don't realize what's setting up until later. But it didn't help my overall satisfaction, and I was like, this is just that episode, or that segment of Tales from the Hood. And I like that segment a lot more. It's a lot more impactful. It has a lot more social commentary. This was just kind of stupid and boring, and I guessed it, but it didn't piss me off. So that's why I gave it a 6. It was, or 5. I was like, didn't like it, but didn't bother me either.
Who directed Tales from the Hood?
That was Spike Lee.
I don't think it was Spike Lee, but who did? Was it all segment directors, or did one guy direct them all?
Spike Jones.
I'm guessing it was segment, but
I'm assuming it's segment, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Is probably Wayans.
One dude,
one guy,
Rusty Cunliffe.
Oh,
that sounds familiar. Actually, what else did he do?
He did Chappelle Show.
Okay.
He did some other stuff. Oh, he did part of Tales from the Hood 3 and 2.
That's money. He gotta get paid.
Producer
Movie
money.
43.
Yep. Oof.
Ooh.
Ugh. Movie 43.
Did
Oh no! Burn my eyes.
Sprung, the movie.
Oh.
I don't recommend anything else he directed, but yeah, it's all.
He got lucky with one movie, and that was because of Clarence Williams III.
You know what's weird? He only does black shows like Chocolate News or the Wanda Sex Show, but he also did 3 episodes of Human. He did 3 episodes of Human Giant, which is weird to me.
That is the whitest show ever, too. Human Giant.
Paul Scheer, Rob Hubel, Nick.
That's as white as it gets, right there.
Zanzari. Holy shit! What?
That's hilarious.
Bernie Mac show. Clueless.
I'll say this though: out of the 2002 episode, or out of the 2002 episodes, this is probably the worst one I've seen so far, and that's a pretty good sign. That's a pretty good sign.
Well, rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
1 and 3 is not really that bad.
Yeah, the other 2 were tolerable. They were almost kind of entertaining. They had their faults, but I don't want to say fuck the show based off that. 2019 Twilight Zone, when we watched that, we're like, 3 episodes that are terrible. Fuck the show. Bye.
I can't remember any episodes of the original first season that I liked. I don't remember any of them.
Adam's gone, and
Let me back on. I meant the Jordan Peele ones is what I was talking about.
You said original.
Yeah. No. The season 1, like episodes of season 1, I can't remember any of them that I thought.
I liked the first 2 episodes, and I liked episode 9 or 8, whatever Blair Man was.
I didn't find a single episode I liked until the second season.
None of the Jordan Peele episodes are on the flash drive that I have.
I could put them on there.
I'm curious to see them. I never saw them, so.
All right.
Give it about a week. They'll probably all wind up on YouTube.
Well, yeah, you're probably
nobody's
right.
gonna pick that shit up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Adam doesn't like those first 2 episodes, but the first one is Comedian, and the second one's Nightmare at 30,000 Feet. I like this 2 a lot.
Yeah,
and then I like the Blue Scorpion.
Blue Scorpion was great.
Well, now that Paramount Plus is coming out with their streaming services, you think they're going to reboot Twilight Zone again?
No.
I hope not.
I think they're done with it. I think what's going to happen is somebody will probably pick up Twilight Zone, a different network. They'll probably throw it on Amazon.
No, but Paramount owns it. Paramount owns it. They're going to keep it.
No, but they could lease it.
They're not, though, because they have their own streaming service. Why would they lease it?
I thought CBS owned it.
Well, CBS is owned by Paramount.
I think that You Might Also Like was bad enough to tank the entire fucking show. I think it was that bad. It was that insultingly bad.
I don't know.
Paramount is such a parent company that when they were like, we're going to do Paramount Plus, fuck you, CBS. We're doing this. You throw your own shows on there. We're not giving you a choice. And by the way, your shows that you have on CBS All Access, fuck those. We're gonna,
the reason is because Paramount is owned by Redstone. They don't like Les Moonves, who runs CBS. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Paramount comes off like a WB's ugly stepbrother.
This is all inside baseball, fucking sharpening their knives, stabbing you in the front shit. This is like all corporate evil shit.
And Frank, keep in mind that this show is UPN, so CBS will lease out their shit to show it on different networks.
That's what I think.
Kickback, obviously, but
no, not anymore. Not anymore because everybody has a streaming service, so they own their own stuff. They're not going to lease anything out because they need to make content for their.
Do you guys feel like the
it's either
streaming war
nothing or
thing is going to fucking implode? Because it feels like it's already starting to fucking implode.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's good.
It's falling apart.
It's not going to work out.
I'd say we're in phase 3 out of 5.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, not quite there, but I'm starting to see the foundation crack. Yeah.
Once they announced Paramount Plus, I went, oh. I don't know about
I'm
that.
not interested at all. I'm not getting that one.
Yeah.
Fuck
At
Paramount
least,
Plus.
At least Peacock is free because I have Cock cable. I can just
watch
Cock is free.
I have that Cock cable, and I get some programs on that Cock cable.
I got Cock cable in my house.
They got Hitchcock on the Peacock.
Yeah, that's true. They do. They have Hitchcock Presents on there.
They have all the cocks on Peacock.
Yeah, so
All
check it
guys.
out. They have all their cocks in there. Check them out. But yeah, this episode's fucking terrible.
I got a better song than what was a song, but it's just as bad. If you want to hear it real quick.
Oh,
I gotta pull it up right now. Yeah. Well, let's just see.
I'm so fucking unexcited already. I can't wait.
His hands sweat like just two balloons.
Those goddamn sweaty balloons.
Goddamn hands. Yeah. When I was a child, I had a fleeting glimpse.
Oh, no. Yeah. Gucci gang, Louis gang, Fendi gang, Dolce gang, Sachi gang, Prada gang, a lot of gangs.
You gotta stop it there because
Stop. All right, well that's how
I heard a rap song today. It was a chick singing. She goes, "My best friend's a stripper. Best friend's a stripper. You're in the home." And I was like, "Ugh, this is music now."
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci
Remember
gang.
when rap songs used to tell like stories and shit? Like some of that.
AK-47 is a tool. Don't act a motherfucking fool.
Fucking
Yes.
Ice Cube death certificate. I used to blast the shit
on
out
the
of
bottom
that.
row. You guys better fucking check yourself
Before you wreck
yourselves.
Cultural appropriation.
Before you riggedy wreck yourself.
All I know is
what I said.
I didn't hear you.
My name's Easy E.
Sawed off shotgun, hand on the pump. La 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 la.
Grandparents haven't seen a brown man since oh no, I'm sorry. Walking down Rodeo with a shotgun. People haven't seen a brown man since their grandparents bought one. Tom Morello.
I just gotta show Dick this because it's driving me crazy.
But you can show, do it.
I just
what is this?
Felt just like two balloons.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Well,
Say the word slowly.
How about Renee? Renee was a great rap song from back in the day.
The only reason I say my hands felt like two balloons is because the band sings it like that.
You know what?
That's how it sounds like.
In the song is about like disconnecting from everything.
Yes,
so
I understand.
No, I'm not explaining this to you, Dick. I'm
okay.
A separate thought here. The song is about disconnecting from everything around you and like just becoming isolated, which is enhancing the wall, part of the story.
Part of Pink's character, yeah.
And in the movie, it's like his heroin withdrawal. He's going through heroin, and he's like, they go into his hotel room, and they're trying to get him on stage in the movie. and he's disconnecting from fucking everything, even his own band at that point. But I love that so many couples lately are playing this song as their wedding song. And I'm like, you know what that fucking song is about? It's about isolation and disconnecting from your family.
Wow.
And get this, Vince, you know where Roger Waters got the inspiration for those lyrics about his hands and all? Was from a show he did in Philly. He wasn't feeling good, so yep. Okay.
I kicked him.
Did you? What happened with that? Why did you leave?
He walked away. Fuck him. Bye. Continue.
Why did you walk away?
Continue.
Guess you're talking.
Okay. No,
it was show, Frank. Continue.
Because it was a show in Philly. He was doing a show in Philly, and he couldn't feel his hands through the whole damn fucking show, and he was pissed off at the doctors for whatever they gave him to with.
Tell me more.
And they put that. Yeah, I have that too. They put that in the movie, and in the movie he's like in his hotel room, and he's sitting there, and like you hear like people knocking on his door, and they rush in. The ambulance comes in. It's one of my favorite movies. But
Definitely.
They're trying to save him. And then it turns into like all the Nazi shit after that. Let's be honest. It turns.
I've never seen it.
Extremely.
Think the wall. Holy shit, dude! Watch it.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I need to watch that.
I watched that because it was part of Michael's collection when we were.
And
I wish that Bowie would have made a movie this fucking good. You know, just
he
never
made
really
Man
happened.
Fell from Earth, which is naked. You want to see his dick? Go to him. On that.
Him and Candace Clark naked through the whole, every fucking detail, dude. Oh.
No, Pink. Oh, Adam, you're not a huge Pink Floyd fan like Frank and I are, right?
No, actually, I am. I really like. I love Pink Floyd. I do.
But I have it fucking on my wrist.
Maybe not quite as serious as you guys, but I do have quite a few albums, and I listen to them frequently. And I've got T-shirts and vinyl and shit. Yeah.
By the way, Phoenix, expect the package tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Could I tell you who played rhythm guitar on what album or whatever? No.
Dave Grohl.
David Gilmour.
You know, I know that Sid Barrett was in the band at one point. I read a little bit about him, but
he was gone by then. But yeah,
I would probably be more of a Bowie fan as you guys are Floyd fans, if that makes sense.
And I love David Bowie, but I'm not a huge fan of his.
I have every record.
Johnny Cash, but. No, but
every record.
Yeah, I love Pink Floyd, but Dave Grohl is one of those guys where if any album after 2000 came out, you're like, guess who played rhythm guitar on there as a guest? You're like, fucking
Tom Morello.
Hold on, was the song annoying? Tom Morello. Was it fun? Dave Grohl. Okay, fun. Fucking Tom Morello sucks.
Remember when Tom Morello and Chris Cornell got together, had that band?
I do.
Yeah,
Chris Cornell killed himself.
Audio Slave, yeah. I liked Audio Slave. They were good.
No, I know, but Chris Cornell killed himself.
Yeah.
Is it because he was working with Tom Morello?
No, he didn't.
He did.
Or he was murdered because of the whole child molestation.
Courtney Love got. Oh, sorry. What?
No, Chester Bennington killed himself because what's his name gave him information. Chris Cornell.
Frank, because I don't want to continue this conversation. You guys want to do a conspiracy thing? Go right ahead.
No,
I just heard that was hilarious.
I was sad when Chester Bennington killed himself because
that's real sad.
They finally put him with not Smashing Pumpkins, with the fucking Stone Temple Pilots, which I thought was a good matchup. But
you have crooked teeth to be perfect, just like me.
We just went through 3 people who died in a very short amount of time with Scott Weiland. Chester Bennington, and Chris Cornell.
Yep. Frank's screen is off.
He's all blacked out.
He's blacked out. He's still there, though.
I see Frank.
He's black on mine.
He's all blacked out in solidarity against this episode.
I see Frank.
His hands felt just like 2 balloons.
Frank, I'm recording, and I see you just fine. So, hi, Frank.
Hi, Phoenix.
I only booted you because I don't want to talk. That wasn't Canadian.
I know.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I miss Chris Cornell. That's all.
Hey, Frank.
Yes.
When I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me with my currency.
Oh, it hurts.
I mean, it hits you right here. It hits you right here.
He had the lyrics in his pocket.
That only worked because of the awkward silence. Frank? Yeah.
Like,
That's the hardest I've ever seen you laugh.
I know, right? All right. So
Worth it. Totally worth it. Oh,
this episode, you had great comedic timing there, Adam.
thank you.
This
Those
episode
moments
fucking
don't happen
terrible.
often.
Yeah.
no, but today you've been on fire though.
You have been, yeah. But Dick, I'm sorry, you suck.
Must be all these drugs I'm on.
Dick is frozen and staring at his
No.
TV over there. What is he looking at?
He's practicing for his walk-on for the next reboot of Twilight Zone, so he can stand behind a bush and look at.
You know what that
girls.
picture is? Dick records in like an Italian delicatessen where he's just staring in the corner, and they're pointing like the 1992 Indiana Pacers versus the Hornets or something. And he's just like,
a cup of espresso.
And then
that doesn't fucking matter.
Every 30 minutes he goes, "My hands felt just like Toblerones." Sweat like Toblerones.
That's I'm basing off of the band's rendition.
Toblerones
from The Departed.
It's
or from Live from Berlin.
It's just the lyrics just to get to the greatest solo of all time.
What the fuck that band that sings blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche.
You know who wrote that song?
The Douchebags?
Bruce Springsteen.
Do you want me to do it like the version of The Departed?
Yes.
No pain.
Yeah. That's what I sing all the time. That's the version I do.
Oh, gone. I want to fuck you, DiCaprio. Here's my open pussy. This shit smoke on the horizon.
I want to fuck you like a DiCaprio.
I'm kind of engaged in Matt Damon, and when my apartment's half empty, you are only coming through in waves. Like, holy shit, that movie. Because other than convenience, why does she fuck DiCaprio?
Because she's horny.
Fucking canon.
Because she's horny.
That was the only time she ever looked hot.
Adam, thank you. I watched that movie in the theater 17 times. I was living in Mississippi, and it was Rocky Balboa and The Departed. And I went every single day and watched both. And I went, this is all I have to do in Mississippi. Why the fuck am I here?
You know what? I was stationed in Mississippi for 2 years. I feel your pain. I do.
And I was watching those movies every single day for 2 or 3 weeks.
When I was in Mississippi, I watched every movie that came out within a span of a couple of years.
I can exaggerate things, but right now, zero exaggeration. I watched The Departed and Rocky Balboa every single day for 2 weeks straight.
In fact, I think I saw Tales from the Hood in Mississippi.
I went there and I'm like, I'm gonna watch both these movies and I'm gonna pay for one ticket because I'm not fucking paying for both. And I would go to one to the other because it's Mississippi. Who gives a shit?
Nobody gives a shit. No.
And I'm watching them and I'm going, she looks really fucking good in this movie. And I didn't know who she was. And I watched the Conjuring. I go, oh, it's her. Ew.
Yeah, I know, right? They make her look like a nasty old lady. And those movies are only like within a span, like a short span of each other coming out.
They make her look 65 because the actress.
Because the real Warren does look like a fucking old dumpy front.
Elaine Warren was 65 at that time.
Yeah.
I wish they would do a true story about the Warrens because they always say Conjuring was a true story. But I want to see the real version.
A fucking documentary on them would be great.
Where Mr. Warren is sitting on the side of the camera going, kick the table. Kick the fucking table, make it look like it's alive. Kick the fucking table.
Spooky.
You have this thing where it's
because they're the guys that told the Amityville
horror. Toby.
They told the Amityville horror people write a book and you will make $1 million. And this is what and they did, and they made $1 million. And became a fucking horror franchise.
Those are the guys.
All bullshit.
The ghost hunters drew all their inspiration from the Warrens.
Yeah, it's all a lie. It's just hilarious. I want to see that movie.
I hate ghosts, and I did this on like episode 98 of Things That Burn Hell. I despise ghosts. If you're an adult and you believe in ghosts, go fucking kill yourself and become one. Don't give a shit about fucking ghosts. But I just want to say, I want to see what Dick was talking about. I want to see the real life version, but I want it to be the third Annabelle movie, which is Annabelle Come Home, right? Where the babysitter comes over and her friend goes in the room. I want to see that, and she's just like waiting for 90 minutes I would rather watch that than anything they have produced so far.
All right, true story. When my sister was little, like probably about
Until next time. In the meantime,
5. No, hold on. You like this one, all right?
Oh, go ahead.
Went weeks and weeks and weeks waking up with nightmares every fucking night. These really bad nightmares.
How old are you? Year.
We're 5 years apart, so I would have been about 9. She'd have been about 4. Okay, so so yeah, I'm the older brother.
Hot.
So she'd wake up real late at night. Parents would go in. She's like, something spooky. We didn't know what the fuck it was.
Separate rooms.
Yeah, separate rooms. All right,
Same bed.
How does that work? How does that work?
Weeks went by, and my dad would literally go in, is this spooky? Is this spooky? Is this spooky? Point to different dolls, stuffed animals, all that kind of shit. Finally, after weeks of this, they finally figured out it was a fucking Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
That shit happened in the 80s.
Yeah. They're fucking creepy. It has nothing to do with actual haunting. They're just creepy looking. They have like...
So Annabelle is actually a Raggedy Ann, used to live in my sister's bedroom.
Imagine like a doll that stared at you at night with like bright fucking lipstick red.
Terrified the shit out of my sister. Yeah.
Right here. And it just fucking stares at you.
I figured you appreciate that.
You're basing your horror, HORROR, off a 5-year-old. They're basing that off a 70-year-old, Elaine Warren at this time. So, same amount of true, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
Fuck those movies. I fucking hate those people. I'm glad he's dead.
It's just the thing they do now, man, is they just take toys and turn them into fucking demonic things. No,
I don't say this lightly. I'm glad Ed is fucking dead. Fuck that guy. If he was a part of producing these
Ed is dead
and saying it's true, fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead. I don't want that guy on the planet anymore.
Ed's dead.
And if Elaine's the same, fuck Elaine. I want her dead too.
No, she's dead. She's dead.
I thought she's still alive.
No, she's dead. She just died.
Oh, is he still alive then?
No, they're all dead.
Oh, good. Fuck them.
They were fucking doing this shit in the 70s. That was 50 years ago.
But here's
they're
the thing.
dead.
Have I heard a movie idea from a dead Elaine and Ed Warren movie? You know, nothing. Fucking nothing. Their ghosts have nothing to say because it turns out, fuck those people. They're wrong and they're horribly wrong.
No, they weren't wrong. They were liars.
Liars?
They lied. They didn't give a shit. They made money.
I believe they believed in it. That's why I call them That's why I call
them they didn't. No, they're the ones that said, if you want to make $1 million, just say ghosts did it. They didn't believe in it. It was a fraud. They knew it was a fraud.
That movie, Amityville Horror, the one with James Brolin, that movie's funny as shit, though. I laugh my ass off every fucking time I watch that.
We have gone severely long in this episode.
Yep.
20 minutes longer than I expected.
A little long in the tooth.
What were we talking about?
Toblerones.
Frank, fuck it, right?
Frank, can you play that one clip from Evergreen again, just one more time?
No, I deleted it all.
Oh,
you deleted it?
You deleted the sunflower? Fuck you, Frank. That would have been a ringtone. You could have sold that.
We were done the episode. My bad. I should.
Damn it.
I will re-record.
No, don't.
No, seriously.
You'll get lost and forget.
I need to start.
No,
because I used to have a really good collection of.
Let it go.
NASCAR, Frank. NASCAR.
God damn it, Frank.
Maple Street is the third left turn.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Hold on.
The sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
She's yes! Now that I hear it on my side, it's clearly on.
Yes, now you watch. That's going to be the best episode of the fucking 2002.
Now we can end it.
It's not even the best that we watched because the execution of Grady Finch is better.
Well, all I gotta say is ghosts believe in you.
Grady Finch didn't have a sunflower tattooed on his ass. Just saying.
I told you that junkie saw my tattoo ass.
I tried that. Like about after 10 seconds, I didn't feel the sunflower anymore.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
Hot.
Fantastic.
Hot.
All right, that's it.
You know how big
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
The sunflower is huge. She is a good egg.
Do you think it's around the asshole? Like it's the center?
The petals around the butthole.
Yeah. Or is it
the only thing sticking out's the stem?
Yeah, is it what's sticking out is like the corner, like the very edge of the leaf, and you're like, oh, what's in there? I can't imagine.
It's a rosebud.
Yeah.
It's
Someone
just
tattooed their fucking colon yellow.
Jeez.
I want to know.
She has a prolapse asshole.
Broken honey pot.
David Cross is like, that's what's in there. Okay.
I'm a therapist.
It's just this flower that looks extremely uncomfortable to shove up your ass.
Oh.
God.
For some reason, I could picture David Cross right now just smacking her ass with a fly swatter over and over like he does in Men in Black.
And Tony is in the corner of the bed watching. Hi, I'm here too.
Suspense.
Okay, guys. Speaking of, tomorrow on Loitering in Wonderland YouTube, we are doing the O. Henry Playhouse. I have still yet to find a candy bar. Have you guys looked at all?
I'll grab some. I'll get some. I'll find one.
104, Two Renegades, stars Charles Bronson, and we're also doing a John Carpenter movie, The Prince of Darkness from '87.
I can't wait to talk about it. I love it. I love it. I saw it again. This is the first time I watched it in like 10 years. I love it. It's great.
On this show, though, next week on March 9th, we are doing a live Redux episode of Stop at Willoughby, original Twilight Zone 130.
Great episode.
We're doing Twilight Zone 2002, 140, Developing.
Probably not.
Robin Tunney. Are you chewing on your sweatshirt? What's going on there, Frank?
Oh, always.
Okay.
I chew on these until they're just nothing left, and then I cut them and rip them out.
You heard it here first on LIW podcast.
He wishes it was a tiny white dick, but it gets what he gets.
I'm practicing, you know. I'm
choosing like currency.
You know, Missy's been home since November, so I haven't been able to
suck a dick
as much as I want to. So
yeah, the week after that, on 3/16, we're doing our first Night Gallery episode. We'll get into that later, but I just want to say it.
Miss will be back to work by then, so I'll be sucking cock again.
We'll discuss Night Gallery there, and let me just say, Forrest Whitaker pinhead down up here, like Adam does.
God, Forrest Whitaker eyes.
I hope this is the worst and the most offensive of this version of the Twilight Zone, but I'm not so optimistic as Adam sounded when he said that.
I'm not either.
Yeah. Frank is frozen on my screen.
In 3 episodes, it's not as painful as I thought it would be so far.
Am I?
You're frozen on my screen. Do you guys see Frank yet? I don't.
Nope.
It's weird.
Anyway, let's continue. Your video's not loading. I don't know why, but who cares? We're done. I will just say, fuck this episode, but I love the main actor. He's Avon Barksdale, and he's great on The Wire. If you want to check out The Wire, go right the fuck ahead because he's great. And that show's great, and this one's not so much. But
you don't need us to tell you it's a great show because literally everybody else will tell you that it's a great fucking show already.
Yeah. For me, LIWstudios.com. Check out that. LIW, the TZ Review on Twitter. We ask you for your opinion on the episodes and for the shows overall. 285, Twilight Zone, that sort of stuff. Nonsense. But check us out there. For Frank, I will just say Red Dragons Radio.
Can you see me?
Yes. ISCP. He does his car show. Adam, RaidersLostFlix.com, Raiders of Lost Flicks on YouTube.
He does his movie show.
We are doing the LIW, LIW, the Orville review, or as his show calls it, Orville.
Orville.
The Orville.
Which I don't know. I am back on board, buddy. Whenever.
Well, you missed it, so you're not a part of it. So,
You're done fucked up.
The Orville, we do that. Frank is still talking off screen. You missed it, and now it's just me and Adam, apparently. So you can keep talking. You're not on screen. He's still going. For Dick, go check out his books under Richard Piers on Amazon. Monster Monroe, and what's the second book? I'm blanking.
Another Night.
Other Night. Thank you. Check out those on Amazon. Let's bring in Frank into the fold here. Don't talk about Orville.
Hey, can you see me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
By the way, you can find Phoenix on any one of the hubs. Just type in Phoenix West. There's a whole section just dedicated to, Phoenix West.
Yeah. The only reason I'm doing you guys' plugs is because we are at hour and a half. So I'm trying to cut it short. So I'm trying to just rush through this. So check out those guys. And until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Links.
Adam Wilcox.
Dick Ticket.
Fuck this episode. So long, citizen.
When I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me with my currency.
We talked about this episode for an hour and 26 minutes.
I would say we talked about this episode for 26 minutes, and we talked about other stuff for an hour.
That's part of the problem. Not that I'm complaining. Not that I'm complaining at all. Sorry, I didn't realize my camera's off. I keep turning it off because I can bend and scream in pain without you guys seeing me. But
no,
I figured
here
as
I am.
much. Yeah.
But
and I know exactly what you mean, dude.
Let's say 1072.
The only reason we're watching the O. Henry show with Charles Bronson because Charles Bronson's in it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But
yeah,
I gave Dick a choice of 5 episodes, and I'm like, the first one has this non-actor in it. The second one has Charles Bronson. The rest of them have fucking nobody. And he's
By the way, you're still live.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you were aware or not.
Sorry, what did you say?
I figured at this point the
Oh,
the Kirkland whiskey just took over. And
No. I'm not. No.
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
I'm not drunk. It's
that's
it's a
Kirkland.
matter of I'm saving the podcast right now because that's all I really care about. So
yeah. No, Kirkland talks like that. He's his own person.
Kirkland's a South Park character.
Yeah, Kirkland. Kirkland, what you did? Fuck you.
Take that back.
I'm trying to sew these jeans. God damn it, leave me alone. I got to do it for 5,000 pairs of shoes.
Sweatshop labor. Yeah.
Kirkland.
Quakeland.
Now I gotta go make a fucking 16,000 pounds of blueberry muffins. God damn it.
Marvin Garvin. That's where I hold my hotel.
Oh, that's where the
worst name
rapper was.
Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens, like from Monopoly. Oh, of course. Whatever episode. Fuck you.
It feels like a Tarantino thing.
That's why I thought it was like a screenplay written by some guy.
Red Apple cigarettes is
it's like so much backstory shit.
Everyone, I was the only one. Red Gallery episode. We'll get into that later, but I just want to say it. So it's, all right, sorry guys.
Wow.
No, all I was going to say is I have to head off to work, but Adam, I'm good for Saturday. Saturday at 2, is it so?
We ain't doing them on Saturdays no more. We're past all that.
All right, so when do you want to do 3?
Ask Phoenix. Yeah, he's the only one that knows. I honestly don't know. We don't have a set day. Yeah.
Neither one of us know. So
yeah, we don't know.
I felt bad for the first.
I had a set day. I had all set up. Everybody's like, "Yep, I'll be there," and fucking nobody showed up.
You felt bad, but you didn't follow through with what do we do the next one?
Well,
and here I am on episode 4.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I say it, but this is par for the course, Frank.
Yeah. I know.
Every fucking time. It's been every time. Every time.
You think I don't know that? That's why I fucking.
It's too late at this point. it's every time.
I fucking hit you up. I'm like, yo, dude, it never happens, but he wants me to come Saturday. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where we're past the Saturday thing.
So Frank, if you want to join us, shut the fuck up, Frank. You know how you are. If you want to join us, I'm not blaming you. You have a busy life. You have a new kid in the house. Nobody's blaming you. I'm just saying, let's move past that. If you want to join us for episode 5 or 4, probably Mondays worked for me. Adam, what about you?
Monday's fine for me.
Monday,
and the invitation is 100% still open, Frank.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean it. Yeah,
but you gotta show up.
You gotta be there.
Yeah, I'll prove it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you show up. Yeah.
No.
Show up, yeah.
So what time do we do that on Monday, Adam?
It was like 1 or 2 o'clock my time, whatever that is for you. It was morningish
Frank,
for you, yeah.
Yeah, it was just turning like noon my time. So let's just say 1 o'clock your time, Frank. Monday.
Okay.
So we'll send out the same invites.
Keep your eye on the chat. I'll point it out there, and we'll see who shows. Yeah.
I know you're busy that time of day, but if you're free on a Monday,
he doesn't watch the Orville.
It's the 4th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the Orville so far.
And I'm sure it's fine. I hear it's nothing but good.
I like it.
I just can't. I can't watch everything.
I was so unexcited for the first episode, then the second and third, the third one especially. I was like, "Holy shit!" So
I know.
Dick is like us. He likes.
It gets
he likes
better
Star
from
Trek
here.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fucking Star Trek, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know. Yeah.
Dude, it was hysterical to watch the most badass motherfucker on the show.
I can't drive home how OG Star Trek it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick, I wish you would join us for it. Frank, I wish as well. If you can, Monday, let's just say 1 o'clock your time.
We'll just tentatively plan for 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Frank's time. So what is that? 10? Your time?
It's Adam's time too.
And
yeah, I just been during the days. I'm always busy. So yeah.
And I wish that wasn't true, but that's the only time I can do it personally.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just I can't. Yeah, I work during the day, so yeah, especially that time of day. I'm always like 8 to 2 is probably the busiest I am.
Well, eventually, Adam and I are going to come up with a different time because this is the only time I have right now.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever.
I'll go back to work here in a few weeks.
The reason I'm not doing this live is so that we're not beholden to a certain time.
Yeah.
And so I can edit it.
It is fun, though, because you get to discuss. Mostly we're talking about Star Trek. Let's be honest, Adam.
You kind of have to with the show, though, because it wears its influences on its sleeve. Yeah, so.
It's a good fucking show, though, so far. I've enjoyed watching it. It's the only show I've ever reviewed where I enjoy the 3 episodes, because the other ones I do are American Horror Story, Walking Dead, and Westworld. Which Westworld I enjoy so much I can't say anything about it, so I get fucking bored. But that's just me, though, because I watch it by myself.
Yeah.
But the other 2 shows, I'm like, fucking stupid episode. Let's just, I'm miserable. I hate doing the show. But this one so far, Adam and I have had fun talking about it.
And
let's end